You are now entering Maximum Driftcast, the only drifting podcast hosted by a Spanish soccer mom, a 30-year-old silver-haired fox going on 60, and finally, a 200-pound bowl of spaghetti with chimichanga arms.
The champions, we are the champions.
Wait, hold on. There's a way we got to start this. Wait. Hold on. Time out. We got to. Okay, Paco. This is where it gets tricky, boys. Because when you start a show, there's a very important part to start the show. Okay. Let's get this right.
Okay.
Welcome to Maximum Driftcast, the only drifting podcast where we're shitting on Chevy today, boys.
That's right, boys and girls. You have shit on Chevy 24/7, all day, all night, all year long. Corey, tell us about
We got to talk about this. We've had Long Beach, and we've had Road Atlanta. Michael Essa and the Camaro.
Absolute terrible. Like that Chevy
It
definitely
needs to go.
awful.
When is Corvette actually going to step in and do something for once? You know. You have the Camaro's just. Let's be real. It's shit on Chevy for a reason, and we need more Camaro. Or no, more Corvette, less Camaro. We got to figure something out.
Like Corvette is basically it's Chevy, but it's not Chevy because it's the only Chevy that's done right. All the Chevys that are not Corvettes are the ones we shit on. The Corvette. Do we shit on Corvettes?
There was no Corvettes. We haven't seen one Corvette in Formula Drift yet. All we have is the Camaro, and I'm hoping. I don't know what 2016 or 2017 looks like, but I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. So 2019, 28, 2020. What year is this, Corey?
2015.
2015. Okay, 2015. So drifting has been amazing for the past 10 years.
Yep.
There has been any pandemics.
No.
There has just like peace and love everywhere in the world. And drifting is like the most loved sport. Nobody like hates on drifting.
No.
We just like
no. You know what's crazy? Sometimes do you ever sit and like wonder what drifting is gonna look like in a few years? Like obviously the evolution just in the past 5 years from 2010 to 2015, it's been, Daigo Saito came in and totally like took over the whole drifting world, right? And then you have Vaughn, maybe starting a 2-car team, rumors, like there's all this crazy stuff going on, and you just think about this. What is like 5 years gonna look like? Dude, think about it.
I don't know, man. Like I'm starting to think that this is that we already live this. What's going on? Why do I look older? Or you look so thin. You lost what, like 8 pounds?
Dude, yep, I'm actually a 205-pound bowl of spaghetti, and dude,
what is going on, Corey?
This is crazy. You know what? This is crazy. First of all, I want to say this. What is up to everybody in chat? This is our Maximum Driftcast kind of hangout, okay? Paco and myself have literally opened up the vault door to a time machine that, by the way, I have not stepped foot in since
before 2020, before the pandemic.
Dude, I hate that that's even like an era on our radar. Is like we have 2015, 16, 17, and then a couple years that didn't exist, and then we wake up in the future.
Yeah.
But I literally have not been in here in ages.
Like I think the last time you were here, Gerald was here, or Dean Carnish was here.
Yeah.
Dean Carnish was here. I don't even know what's going on. Corey, what are we doing here?
Well, first of all,
what's happening? Like, I mean, I know this. I have a mattress in here, and I have like my snowboards. I have a bunch of stuff in the back.
I wish.
I thought this was my storage room. What's going on?
We should have left it destroyed, dude. First of all, when I first showed up in here, this place did not look like this anymore. All I could read on the wall was Momcast. And I was like, dude, this place.
Oh, didn't you know? I started a new podcast about moms.
Momcast.
Yeah.
Oh, Paco and the Cougars are out. Yeah, so this is like, let's just say knocking the dust off. We had I showed up here. Paco's like, yo, do you want to try to like see what Driftcast is all about again and like start it back up? And trust me, ever since this show stopped, like we wanted to really find a way to get it going again. But
Yeah.
obviously, like we could talk about this later. Actually,
we'll get into that
when
in a little bit.
we actually film a podcast. By the way, this is not a podcast right now, guys. This is literally a test to see if make sure things didn't catch on fire, because all the stuff that we have right now is about 100 years old, and it is dusty. It is wires hanging out like a gerbil's been gnawing on everything. By the way, when I first showed up to Paco's house, I took a dump in your bathroom, and I didn't realize you had a bidet, so I throttled up the bidet, and it shot right through my legs.
Oh, there's so there's two levels. One is like right the butthole, and the other one is
Dude,
like,
I goosed it, and I look like a jet ski sitting on it. Bro, I look like a jet ski sitting on Paco's toilet there, just like,
you went back and forth, back and forth.
What am I doing with this, dude? So there's once again, it's the struggles of moving into the future.
I know, dude. Like times have changed. I don't even remember was the last time I bought toilet paper.
I don't know. I've been using freaking leaves off of trees. I've been living in the wilderness.
Wow, you're a wild man, Corey.
Yeah, dude. No, things have been crazy. But anyways, by the way, everybody, chat. Hello, it's good to see you guys. You guys are tuning into our secret test at the moment. Like I'm saying, we're just testing this new equipment. Yeah. Listen, boys, we became so rich off of podcasts and drifting that we were able to buy two $90 cameras. And
not one, two.
So the riches that we've garnished and what is it, residuals?
The
residuals that we've received from all our wonderful partners that are still invested in the show.
We want to
thank our partners.
Thank our Patreons.
No, partners. We have Link. We have freaking Necks and Tires.
Grid Live. AM filters.
We don't have
any partners right now. Well, no, actually, wait, hold on.
I'm throwing this away. No, I'm done.
We do actually. The official partner of presentation. The show right now is brought to you by 2F Performance. Corey, what are you talking about? 2F Performance. Brian, give us that presented by 2F Performance. Let's go back. There you go. Forgot. I think there's no audio during the logo.
Well, we gotta give a thanks.
We're such fucking amateurs, dude.
This is what podcasting is like nowadays. Like, yeah, is you guys listen to podcasts? Is this what it's about? And I agree with Corey Schmidt in chat. What is happening?
I don't know, but I'll tell you something. Amateur hour is over.
Yeah, I
think
so.
The OG drifting podcast, presented by spaghetti hot dogs, and but we had like silver foxes and bowls of I don't know. It's back somehow, not yet, but we're working on it.
So this test right here is going to be a really determining factor on like what we need to change, what we need to fix. But once again, we have to dig into our pool of riches and finances that we've garnished over the 10 years of podcast to finally get this thing set up to where actually when we do a podcast, it's a little crispier. And I said doo-doo.
You said doo-doo,
I did say doo-doo. I noticed that. But anyways, great to see you guys in chat. We have Iron Dookie, the Lord and Savior Iron Dookie's in chat. Once again,
Iron
the Messiah.
Dookie.
We're blessed to have the Messiah watching over us. But also, too, we have Big Balls. You guys are Big Balls. Turn on your microphone,
Brian,
dude.
Drop in. Like, say hello to the people.
Yo.
Hey.
Okay, Brian, I got a question for
Yeah.
you.
Go ahead.
All right. If you could ask chat, all these wonderful driftcasters, you can ask them one question, what would it be and why? Come on, Brian. This is your segment.
Stunned.
This is Brian's segment here.
That's
Balls,
a big
Brian.
one. That's a big question
is
because
Big
that's
Balls'
kind of like you're asking me to just kind of sum up a lot of feelings in one statement.
Okay, well let's get therapeutic here. What are your feelings? What are you feeling at this exact moment?
I walked into that. All right. I just I like seeing the love of drifting is continuing for the young generation and the old generation, the people who started in the early 2000s to the people just joining now, and they're all playing in the same playing field. And that is one of the things that makes drifting so amazing is that you have a chance to run with the heroes.
Okay, that was dumb.
Brian,
Jesus, Brian, Big Balls, dude, you had a moment to really just.
don't you know this show is not supposed to be serious? Come on, brother. What's going on?
Brian,
Hey, you asked the honest question. I gave you an honest answer.
That's true.
Brian, you could have asked them anything like what's the size of their areolas, or like you could have really asked. Do you shave your chest? Isn't that a thing we could do anymore? Is people shaving their chest? I'll tell you this: I shaved my chest once, and it was only to go faster down a slip and slide. And let me tell you,
Dude, did you break a speed of sound?
You turn into a rocket ship, dude. I'm telling you.
You turn into a dolphin.
Dude, it is just flying down the slip and slide. You had so many opportunities, but anyways, guys.
Dude, but you evaporated the water. That's
Bro, I got halfway down the slip and slide, and the water just dried up from the friction.
That's the kind of content, the steaming kind of content that you guys can expect.
You know what's
on our OnlyFans, where the hottest and steaming
Paco.
content from Driftcast will be velvety in your ears.
You know, speaking of velvety,
honey on your eye.
Macho Man Randy Sanchez is in here, and once again, if Iron Dookie is the Messiah, Macho Man Randy Sanchez has to be the Lamb of God.
He's the Lamb of God.
He's the sacrificial lamb, and he is here today in chat. But look at the dude. I'm telling you, all these people are popping up out of nowhere. And these are people that have been a part of the Driftcast community since day one, which was what, 2004? I don't remember. I really can't. Having like a midlife crisis on how long it's been since we started.
So, I just noticed something, Corey.
What's up?
Do you feel like something's missing? Hold on. Like I just like I haven't been able to talk a lot.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like usually I start talking, then somebody starts like no Paco, like this and that, and no, and I don't know. Like I feel very free.
And I
What's
feel
going
like
on?
I feel like a piece of me is missing right now. Honestly, I feel like a part of my heart has been ripped.
Your better half.
I feel like a part of my heart has been ripped from my soul, and I'm missing somebody very important.
No,
And
I really feel like there's somebody missing. Like let's go to the wide shot. Like it's like somebody should have been right here.
I heard
And if he was in a boat and he was rowing like a boat and right in the middle, it will look like we are all together in the same boat.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right now.
What's going on? Who's missing? Let's see if Chad knows who's missing, because like Chad are they're smart. They're intelligent, very well-read individuals.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's see if they know what's going on, because definitely something's missing here, Corey.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Like Chad is stunned. Jeff Jones.
dude, I'm gonna break the ice.
I mean-
Jeff Jones. Yeah, right. That's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's just be real. I'm just gonna break the ice.
Just
okay?
do it.
I'm just gonna break the ice right here. Our damn friend Sam Nalvin, man. Drift idiot.
It's okay.
Drift idiot. God. Or do we have a censor button where I could say like balls and like beep it all out? Like, can I just do like a multiple like beep beep beep? Sam, where's he at? Sam's not here, guys. Yeah, it sucks. Sam's not here, and touch base on it. Sam, podcasting Maximum Drift. Whenever we started up until when we stopped, which years those were, Sam became very rich. Okay. Sam
part of like the I mean, that's one of the reasons why we only were able to buy two $90 cameras, is because Sam bought a $150 one for himself.
Sam just became super rich off the podcast. He moved to Guatemala and funneled all his money, tax evasion, everything, fled the country.
I think he and Danny George are like business partner,
Yeah.
and like they call it a baby powder, nose baby powder business.
Yeah. And so Sam fled the country, living in Guatemala. Actually, do you know what I heard? Sam actually is into midget wrestling now. Got into.
I mean, he's kind of a midget guy, yeah.
Well, he's not actually participating. He's actually a promoter.
Oh, okay.
So he's in the promoting ring. So if you guys know anybody that's looking for an opportunity, if you're under 3'1", Sam may have an opportunity, but he's no longer part of the Driftcast. Well, I don't say that. Sam is actually still part of the Driftcast.
He's always going to be.
He's always part of the Driftcast. But Sam is okay. I want to cut the bullshit. Sam is working for Formula One, essentially.
Basically, he's
Sam.
There's Mr. Formula One himself.
Yep.
Then Toto.
Yep.
Then there's Sam.
Yep.
And then there's all the drivers and all the teams.
Sam is high on the rank in Formula One.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad about it though.
Why are you mad about it? I didn't know you were so big into Formula One, Corey.
I'm terrified. I'm actually very mad. And if Sam was here, I'd probably gouge him in the eye, like the old school, like
wrestle him?
2-finger poke in the eye. I would just do that straight to Sam's eye. Dude, he used this as a stepping stone. Okay,
Ah.
he had to leverage us.
The classical now.
The classic. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna step on Paco. On my dominance. Back.
Unbelievable.
And you know what we did, Paco? Lifted him up.
I mean, because we're like that. We are like that.
You know-
We see that what he's trying to do, and he can't reach because he's a petite little man.
He is.
And
Yes.
by our powers combined, we left him up there like little baby Jesus.
Oh.
Wait, no, that was a Lion
King.
It's similar, same stuff. And he reached his goal. Now he's there.
Yeah.
I think it's like he won't return our calls.
Dude, Sam Nelvin. You guys should actually go on Sam's Instagram. Blow it up. No, but anyway, Sam is busy. Formula One. He's doing stuff with like Ferrari and like Mercedes.
He's like
He's-
best friends with like a bunch of pilots and drivers and he's in the elbow to elbow with elbow and shoulder to shoulder with the biggest there are. And who are we to stop him from that?
We can't.
From,
Yeah,
we can't.
What friends would we be? And not one, carry this on, but two, stop Sam from being the owner of Formula One.
At this point, basically, he was adopted by
He is.
Papa F1.
Yes. The funny thing about Sam is the last time I saw Sam was last year at Long. We went to Denny's. You know Denny's.
Oh, that fancy
The
restaurant.
fancy
Mhm.
breakfast restaurant. And he actually got a senior discount for 5. So that was
Wow.
actually the nice thing about going to lunch with Sam is he's garnishing all the benefits of being a 40, 60-year-old.
And what have we done, Corey? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely
This is-
nothing.
this
I can't believe I spend my life savings on this computer.
Cool.
All my $350 life savings
Yeah.
went on this new computer.
That's
Um,
nice.
And the only reason we bought a new computer is so we can actually like play like little things on the screen. Which, by the way, I want to see something. If somebody in chat is not subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button real quick. I want to see if something comes up on screen because I'm pretty sure
you went hard. Paco went hard. So listen, guys. So obviously resetting all this up. Paco got got new microphones. I don't even know if this sounds like I said. This is not a podcast, guys. This is more of like a hangout, making sure
Yeah.
everything works. So your feedback on if audio is good, if somebody's too loud, if somebody, all right, we got things to look at, things to test. This is like a low key test on mock podcast because I think sometime next week we'll actually do a Maximum Driftcast podcast on Long Beach, on Atlanta, and have some guests come
Yeah.
in here and talk about it. Today is like, let's hang out, let's test some
Corey,
things, let's have some casual
Are
conversations.
you dropping the news? Are you officially dropping the news? Are we back? Is that what's going on?
I don't think that's up to chat.
Oh,
That's up to the Driftcast maniacs, dude. It's
like there's 4 people watching right now.
4
so-
million.
Oh, 4. Okay, sorry. I
Yeah,
got
usually
scared for a
once you
second.
get past 4, it doesn't see the commas and the zeros. So we're sitting somewhere around 4 million right now.
All right.
Corey's mic is cutting out. I think it's the noise gate is set to look at sub dub it. Am I cutting out too much? Is the noise? Hey,
Yeah, we're working on it.
that's easy to do. Right click on my on the microphone. Go to audio.
They're on it's called it's on the console.
Yeah, go to console and
Right click filters.
look at
There
this
you go.
chat. Look at this. You guys are dude. No, it's
Close. Because I was in it. Console right there. Filters. There you go.
there it is. Need to see what happens.
Click
Trash
the
to the left.
trash right
Yep,
there.
boom,
Mhm.
Yep. Boom,
Yes,
boom,
close. All right, 1 second. Let me just do something real quick.
Cutting in and out.
Rub
Test,
it.
test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So, guys, once again, this is going to be a test
Okay.
leading up to it. So,
Okay.
everything that you guys see today is just going to be super raw, super uncut. This is just something where we can casually hang out, making sure all the equipment works. FZ0700R. Welcome back. Yeah, we're kind of back right now. This is just a casual,
Yeah,
hangout, casual
we're-
conversation.
Corey and I decided to you know what? Let's just go back. Let's get the people, our six usual viewers, to tell us if they really want us to be back or just are we just like smoking.
What's that? What are you talking about?
Like are we really back or are we not? But so we're doing this to fine tune things. That's why this one's called the Maximum Driftcast Test and Tune. One of the things is that should we tell people what happened? Like why we weren't live for like 4 years, Corey?
First of all, I just want to talk to Speed Demon in chat. I just kissed Speed Demon on his forehead.
Speed Demon.
I just kissed Speed Demon on his forehead.
Cute.
That, because that's what we do around here. What we do is we pick up guys and we just right on their foreheads. It's like like a grandmother, just just let them know. Do you know what? It's we could talk about whatever. This is the beauty of it. This is what it's about. It's kind of just getting back into the groove of things. Obviously, we've been following drifting for. Bro, okay.
Dude,
Can I stop real quick?
Okay, stop.
Okay, hold on. I'm feeling the flow because what is crazy? Can I tell you guys what is absolutely crazy? Think about this, right? Getting back into drifting again. It is 2024, which is absolutely insane to me because I just had this conversation with somebody, which, by the way, in our Maximum Driftcast discussion board on Facebook, if you guys are not a part of it, be a part of it because like all the craziest things happen in there, and it's still been going. But what is crazy to me now is in 2010, 11, and 12, when drifting kind of is starting to propel, right? Like 2010, 11, 12, Daigo comes around,
like,
everything starts to propel. Here's the thing, is the people or kids that were watching then are now 20-something years old, now getting into drifting.
Yeah.
The parents that were drifting in that time, that were 20, 30, 40 years old, are now approaching, 30, 40. They're getting older. They're having kids.
Or they're dead.
Drifting is getting to a point now where, like, the old folks are phasing out and new kids are coming in, which is, think about this. Okay, this is where it gets crazy, is this is the first generation of, like, the next evolution of drivers coming in that were, I had a dad or a mom who drift, and they're getting phased out. They're getting their kids involved. It's that evolution, right? And if you think of it like golf, right? Golf, kids get in at a super young age. They usually have a parent that golfs. It's like the evolution of the life cycle of having a family of drifters, or my dad's a drifter. So it's just kind of weird to think about that we're moving to that phase of parents are phasing out. Their dads are getting older. Their kids are now getting older and now driving. It's the cycle of drifters is like, it's actually starting right now. It's kind of weird to think about. I don't know why I think about that, but this is a big monumental year.
It's the circle of life.
It's crazy. The legacy drifting is actually, Natalie, you said it right. It's a legacy of drifting, right?
There you go.
When drifting started in 2004, a lot of those people were
Professional drifting.
It just started. It just started, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think 2004, 2005. Those were young dudes like Chris Forsberg and Von Gittin Jr. I looked at Atlanta. Von Gittin's 43 years old right now, right? And he has two kids. And there's people that are now 43 that their kids are 21 and getting in.
How many
the
kids
legacy.
How many kids you have, Corey?
What's that?
How many kids you have?
Well, I just dropped 3 off in your toilet right now, so that's the ones that I know of. That doesn't count. That doesn't count the other one.
They're long gone, so you're good,
bro. Okay, talking about the legacy drifting, look at Mad Mike's kid. You know what I mean?
Killing it.
Obviously, we talk about the Sorens. Hear about this, guys. You want to get weird? Let's get weird.
Oh,
because we're on Maximum Driftcast. Ken Gucci. Do you remember when Ken Gucci was the young superstar in Formula Drift, 16-year-old kid from Japan?
Chiseled abs.
Dude is 50 years old now, still ripping in Formula Drift, and it's like he's not the young kid anymore. Yeah, it's still with great abs though. I was figuring his modeling career was going to take off.
And now we have Shinya Minoa, who used to be like he still is a legend. I remember seeing Minoa is coming to F Drift, and I was like, what? Shinya? No, his son, Hiroa. I was like, what? And I guess it's like 13, 14? How old is?
Dude.
How old is?
You got him, and obviously the Sorensens.
Sorensens.
Brandon's now like like 18 now or something.
I saw Brandon the other day. He was like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" I was like, "Holy shit!" It's like,
brother, what's luck?
Like
headbutts you on the way out. God damn, I just got headbutted by Brandon. I thought he was a young
And then
kid.
I saw Amanda, and Amanda was like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Too.
She headbutts you too and elbows you in the face.
Yeah, it's like, it's a family thing, I guess.
Yeah, no, but that's the one thing I realized about drifting right now. Even taking like 5 years off or however long we took off, it's like the evolution of drifting has never stopped. We're all getting older, but also what it is, it's opening up that legacy drifting. Parents are fading out, the kids are coming in, and so I think, this, and I think what that really tests too, if I really want to dig deeper, what it's really testing too is it's testing that drifting is going to be around forever. right? Now,
Oh, dude.
it's going to be around forever. And we're seeing that evolution right now. Because think about this, right? Think about all these old-headed drifters that's been around since 2004 in the United States. And they're like, all right, we're hanging it up, we're done, right? It could have just went extinct as everybody else. But it's like, what it shows now is that as they're fading out, the new life is coming in. And this is, to me, is why drifting is going to be around forever.
That's one of the things I really been enjoying seeing so, I went to Long Beach just 2 months ago.
Yep.
I haven't been to drift events in a long time. I saw Jeff Jones and he looked at me and was like, who are you? I was like, hey, it's me, Paco. He was like, oh shit, hey, what's up? Like, didn't even recognize me.
Yeah.
The craziest thing is that so many young kids,
Yep.
packed. Like, I was like, where's all, like, it's a good thing. I'm not saying it was bad. Like, and the nicest thing, nobody's like doing like silly TikTok dances or
that sucks. I wish they were. I wish they were.
No,
I would get ticky-tacky.
Well, but they were like really enjoying it, really paying attention, going to meet the drivers. Like, it's definitely, the young people are always there. Somehow they just keep coming out from wherever they come, from I guess like the sewers or something. I don't know. But it's kind of like you feel like, these new generations are not going to get it. They're just not going to understand but it looks like drifting is a kind of motorsport that speaks to the rebellious side of people.
You still
right?
think to this day?
I think so, because there's nothing wrong with the rebellious part. I'm just saying is that there's definitely how can I say it?
Because I feel like it's gotten a little less rebellious, if I'm gonna be honest.
No, I mean, professional drifting still is, but like, for example, like we have like a lot of the takeover shit going on. Like it's an epidemic. But at least that's people that somehow into cars, and from all that bullshit, there's gonna be people who like, this is whack. I wanna get it. I want to do it right, and then they're gonna realize that, like, oh shit, there's an actual sport. I mean, you can do this legally. You can
that's why I'm saying,
become somebody.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I feel like it is. It's kind of outgrown that phase of just being these scumbag kids drifting on the street. But also too, real quick, before we get on that. By the way, Brian Harris, thank you for being here and hanging out. Have a good night. Macho Man Randy Sanchez says, and he said this about sewers. He goes, "I love coming in sewers." And this is proof that Maximum Driftcast is back when Macho Man drops bangers like that. So it's.
I always thought that the bar started to dropping and just like suddenly Macho Man just raised the bar back where it was.
To me,
that bar's been up there since the pigeon joke.
Yeah.
Speaking of things being up there, what's up above your head, Corey? Let's look at Corey's camera. What's that thing right above your?
The bass flute.
I was talking about Odie Baksh's
Odie's bumper. Yeah, Odie's bumper, guys. The 1,000 horsepower LOL bumper's up there. Do you want to know something funny? Is if you play the bass flute in the mirror 3 times, Sam shows up.
But you have to play. You have to.
I'm gonna play the White Ranger theme song and see if Sam shows up on the bass flute. But once again, going back to the topic there of like drifting now is becoming a professional sport and evolving out of what we would call like the troublemaker motorsport, right? Or whatever you would want to call it.
It's Formula Drift celebrated their 20th anniversary.
Yeah,
20,
more than that.
I think I'm 21. I can't remember. No, I'm not
21. Yeah, I don't.
But it's been like it was maybe 6-8 years ago when everybody's like, professional drifting's dead. Watch Formula Drift, they're dead. Nobody wants to go do that shit. And look at them, Not only that, they have 2 series, they're packed. Everybody wants to go compete. And not only that, because over here we don't just suck on Formula Drift. We also suck on Irish Drift Championship and King of Europe and D1. We love drifting everywhere. And look at those series. They're also doing great. Fucking
thriving.
Yeah, it's a renaissance. Of professional drifting. And the thing is that you have different flavors of professional drifting. It's not like, one is better than the other. One is no, I mean, I think the fact that, for example, like Connor came to drive to Formula Drift, because I'm pretty sure he wants to prove a point. And you know, like I saw him driving in Long Beach. Holy shit, that guy's going places. Like I think, you know, in Atlanta, it's mostly the car because it's basically driving Rome's whole car.
Yeah.
But he's killing it in that
he's
car.
ready.
Like as soon as the car is like perfectly dialed up, he's gonna be a murder.
Well, obviously there was like some issues between him and Turk and the beating of the tire and stuff like that, which brings up what.
Would you save that for the
Yeah,
actual
but I'm gonna bring
episode?
the reason I bring that up is because
Yeah.
Michael says, "Hey, do you still have Turk's trophy?
Oh yeah, we
Where's
do.
it at?
It's downstairs.
Can we get that real quick? Can
Yeah.
somebody grab Turk's trophy?" The reason why I wrote this is like, "Do you still have Turk's trophies?" And in quote, he says, "Because he's having a hard time getting another one," which is like, God,
Damn, what-
did we have to already hit a low blow?
Sick burn.
This stinks. That one burnt me. And I just read it. I shouldn't have read it, but I read it because it caught my attention. And I heard
Oh.
the joke, and I said, listen,
That was
look at here it
dirty.
is. Right
That
here,
was
guys.
dirty.
This is a first place trophy to Michael for the comment of the day so far. Look, listen, there it is, right there in the fleshlight. But yeah, I think I don't want to really dig too much into drifting because I would actually like to do a full. See, Macho Man Randy Sanchez. People are coming out of the sewers to jump on the bandwagon and talk about everything that's drifting, and we've been the home of just talking and not holding back. And for me, what I love most about Driftcast, and like once again, guys, I say this because I love our Maximum Driftcast Facebook group because it's been around for ages, and it's still like, if you want the juicy gossip and conversation and everything that's happening behind the scenes, from the drivers from Ryan to the audience,
Like
it just pops up in there and it exists.
You don't find another place where you can talk shit about Jeff Jones, and then Jeff Jones comes in and see like, oh, you're talking shit about me, and then everyone like, oh, you know, like we have basically all the drivers are part of the group.
Yep.
They all comment. They all see your comments. They all, you know, like Adam was commenting on you know, on this last
Everybody's in there.
Yeah, and you know, like Ryan says, just constantly like I don't know, I think now that he's the full president
Yep.
of Formula Drift, he has so much time in his hands because now when he posts, it's like a long ticket, like it's like a ticket from Walmart.
It's the funny thing about that, he's like, I'm just going to copy and paste my response because I've already did it 12 times, which is cool. You know, I think our Maximum Driftcast community has always been strong, and we talk about you guys never forget, like straight up the comments, the things that you bring up, the topics and the point that are brought up in our Facebook group, and now we're going to start
The
using
fart video.
the Discord. By the way, I just watched the fart video again, and I don't want to talk about it. It's still one of the best videos I've ever seen in my entire life.
The fart video, Corey. What's going on?
We can cover that another time because I have it. I watched it. I showed my mom it.
You show your mom?
I showed my mom.
How are you still her son?
Do you know what she said? She said, "Why does Paco's hair look like that when he wakes up in the morning?"
I mean,
You know, that's what she was concerned about.
at
She was
least
more
at least
concerned.
I still have hair, Corey.
She was concerned. She was concerned about.
yeah, WTFB.
What does that mean?
Where's the fart video?
Oh my God!
That's-
do we have an acronym?
That's the
now?
acronym,
Do we have-
WTFB.
Do we have an acronym now? This is
Yep.
this is what's happening.
Actually, it should be C, WTFB.
Okay,
Corey, where's the fart video?
Okay, that's the grammar police there. Okay, make a comma, semicolon, put a byte. No, you know what, guys? I showed my mom. She was proud of me. She goes, "This is why I knew you were gonna make it as a kid. This is the type of stuff I love seeing." And I made her proud. And maybe one day I'll make you guys proud by showing you guys. Do you know what I was thinking? Is like, if we go to a drift event and somebody walks up to me and goes, "Hey, can I see the fart video?" I might leak it to them. I'm not sending it. I will show them. Maybe that's what we'll do. If
Oh,
we go
that's
to
right.
If we go to we showed Lorette. Do you remember when we showed
Oh
Lorette?
my God, poor lady.
Dude, the
girl,
The day that it happened, we were at Nitto Enthusiast Day. You
Dude,
remember that?
Yeah, Lorette was like an innocent angel that was tarnished by the vision and the audio of the fart video. Poor Lorette. If you're watching, Lorette, we're sorry we did that to you. She hasn't been the same since.
Dude,
She started like wearing like black makeup and
we
like
see
goth
eyeliner
clothing.
running
Yeah.
down her face.
Yeah.
Do you know what's so funny is we really tainted Lorette because in Texas in 2014 we did a shoey with her and she never did a shoey. She drank half of it out of the shoe and she spit it out.
Whose shoe though?
I don't know if it was her or Sam's. Don't you remember we did a shoey with her?
I've never done a
I do
shoey.
because I remember. I remember when we did it with her. She was like, "That is the most disgusting." But do you know what? She did it with us. We all did
she's
a
a
shoey
trooper.
together. Do you know why? Do you know why we did a shoey in Texas? Is because we were doing. We were. Oh my god!
Oh
you
my
guys are gonna
God.
hate this.
Dude, Reese Martin
the
is here.
thing
What's up, Reese?
Reese, what up, Reese?
Yeah,
What's
the
good, baby?
most hated man on the internet right now.
Listen, dude.
Welcome to the rest of your life,
Reese,
brother.
Reese is gonna start suplexing people through tables like fucking Macho Man at WrestleMania 12. But you know, and Reese, we're gonna talk next week too. Reese, we're gonna talk next week because you know what we're gonna do is these bullies on the internet, dude, are going to catch some judges' hands, baby.
Yeah, brother.
No, I thought you were gonna ready to do a Vaughn interview. Is what you were gonna.
All right, guys. This is Juan Guillen. Great event. We didn't got the results that we wanted, but we still gave everything.
Joel, incredible run from Joel.
Woo!
Yeah, so dude, Reese, we got to chat. We're gonna chat. This is just kind of like a hangout. This is a hangout. We're testing stuff. We're testing audio. We're testing everything. But anyways, going back to Lord, because I want to talk about this because it was funny to me. Me and my buddy, we ended up buying boots from Goodwill in Texas because we wanted to wear cowboy boots. So we went to like a Goodwill, right? We just bought used cowboy boots, and we were hanging out with Forsberg and a couple other people. And we went back to his room and we started doing things instead of like shoeies. We started calling them boot pulls, where we had these Goodwill boots and we were just drinking out of Goodwill boots. It was the most disgusting thing, but it was a trend all weekend. So if you see Forsberg, you can ask him, it's like, yo, you guys want to hit a boot pull? Bro, it was out of Goodwill cowboy boots that we found.
And Forsberg has like the memory of an elephant.
He does.
He remembers every single thing, like dates, hours.
Who won what
Who
event?
was
Any
there.
Formula Drift.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
He's a savant.
Yep.
He's he's the Rain Man
Yeah.
of Formula Drift, so he will remember.
Yeah. And I'm hoping, the thing is I went to FD Long Beach last year. I didn't go to an event personally in like 3-4 years. There was like a window there where I didn't go to any FD event, and we could talk about life and stuff like that and what we've been doing. I just hope this. I just hope the environment and the enjoyability of drifting is still there. I hope the drivers are still having a good time. I hope the energy from the drivers, and here's the problem, and this may not be a problem, it may be a problem, but even when, once again, I'm old as hell, and even when I competed in Formula Drift, we were spending quite a bit of money to be there. When you start getting that invested into competing, it's number one priority, right?
Yep.
It's easy to get frustrated. It's easy to be emotional over it because there's a lot of people depending on you. There's a lot at stake. There's partners now spending tons of money for you to be there.
Yep.
And sometimes having that pressure and the expectations of setting a win and all this and all that, it could take away a lot of that, like, yo, we're at Formula Drift and we're having a good time. We're hanging out. We're competing. Now it's like, I have to do good. I got to make sure these people are happy. I got to make sure I do this. And I got to do these obligations and I got to do that.
Sold.
I just hope that the drifting is able to continue on and be enjoyable and not stressful, even though it is a competition. You know, even for me, even for myself, dude, is even at the time when I was competing, it's like, do you know what? If I go out there and I sincerely have fun and I'm able to make some fun videos and make some content, that's a win. Anything beyond that is bonus. But I think people have the idea of winning, getting one of these is winning. When there's so many ways to win a Formula Drift event where everybody can leave with a smile and happiness on their faces,
I agree.
I just hope that energy is still out there in the drivers.
I think as a driver, I mean, you were there. As a driver, there's definitely like the hunger, you know, like the hunger of like wanting to win. When even though you know, for example, let's say Freddie Casbo, multiple world champion, James Dean, multiple world champion. You know, like these guys. They've won. They know what it's like to be up there. And they're trying to be, you know, to have fun, to do right, but they still want another one. You know what I mean? Like, they want to be up there. They want to, like I mean, Corey, you did more than just drifting. Before that, you did all kinds of racing, right?
Yep.
Were you on the podiums?
No,
I mean,
well, not Formula Drift, but
Not
like
Formula Drift, but like
other motorsports for sure.
and you know, the champagne of
Yep.
victory, you know, just taste like I made it. Even if you made it in second place, third place, like I mean, I bet when you got your license, you know, obviously you had to podium a lot
Yep.
on Pro-Am. I bet it was great, right?
No, it's cool. It is
Yeah,
cool, but I think
drink
here's
that,
the thing.
that cooks champagne, you know, like
Bro, that's when you open the champagne and stare right at the
Fuck.
cork and it blows your eyeball
Yeah.
out and
Yeah.
you're a mess up there, or you look at it for the first time, you're like, oh, I gotta unscrew this.
Yeah.
No, but I think drifting is still a sport that it is, you know, it's not Formula One.
Yeah.
It's not IndyCar.
Yeah.
It's a judge sport.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity to go out there and have fun and drive some of the coolest cars on the planet and put on a competition, an exhibition, and be able to have fun. And I think having fun, and once again, going back to Will Rogie, keep drifting fun. I still just hope it's fun for the drivers. That's something that I've always have enjoyed about drifting is no matter where you do it or how you do it, it should always be fun. And me not being in an event for a while, I just hope everybody's still having a good time being in it.
Oh, I agree. I think it's an enjoyable sport also because you get to see the fans up close. You get to see the reactions up close. Like I said, in F1, they don't really get to see the people. You know,
Sam
like,
does.
except
You know,
Sam,
well,
obviously.
Sam is.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam, ditching
But you know,
us.
but you know what I mean. Like one of the things about drifting that I still love is that how easy it is to be in direct contact with the drivers, with the cars, looking at them up close.
Yeah.
Sometimes you walk into the pits and like the guy who's like, you know, like working on it, he tells you like, oh yeah, we're doing this, we're explaining you like straight up because they're interested and they like seeing people interested. And that's one of the things that I you know, like I think drifting always gonna have and always gonna be a good thing. So
Yep.
yeah.
It's just important that we keep it fun, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to go back to an event. Well, those things I've been at other drifting events, and they've all been super fun. Obviously, we've done Grid Life forever.
There's a lot of like good events, like
Yeah.
Hot Pits. Jeff Jones's very own Hot Pits. What's the full name? Hot Pits.
Autofest.
Autofest, exactly.
Yep.
Dude, like great driving on those events, you know, and you get to see, you know, like newcomers versus pros. Everybody's doing great, and you know, it's like a very localized event where there's money. Everybody, you know, like you get paid.
Yeah. Yep.
There's, you know, like Grid Life still going strong.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yep.
Fuel Fest, you've been doing a lot of Fuel Fest announcing for them.
Yeah.
A lot of drifting going on in
Yeah.
Fuel Fest. I think
Is it Hot Pit Autofest or Brad Pitt Autofest?
Brad Pitt Autofest
I couldn't remember what
or
it
Brad's
was.
Pitt's
Yeah.
Autofest.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's Autofest. No, there's a lot of great organizations and things popping up. Dude, the thing that I've been loving right now is all the toge events in North America.
Oh, dude, that last that was Tail of the Dragon. Is that were they doing that or were?
I can remember. Once again, we'll talk about this on when we
Yeah,
actually do a
'cause
podcast.
it looks
but
super cool.
there's a lot of other cool stuff going on outside of. But that's in kind of bringing this conversation full circle is that drifting is in a good spot. Drifting
Yeah.
is in a great spot. It's bigger. It's better than ever. It always has been. We kind of knew that. We see the legacy and the evolution of these youngsters getting in, which is proof that drifting is going to be here for the long time. And
what a better time to come back, Corey?
what a better time to kind of come back and talk about.
In reality, we never left.
no,
We
we're-
never left.
You know what? You know what sucks?
We always
is,
been here.
Is we've had 5 years of conversation that should have been on Driftcast, but it's over text message and us just hanging out.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee.
And it's
you,
mostly like K, LOL.
it's
Yeah.
it's when we because for you guys don't know this, Paco and I literally share a shop space. We basically see each other quite often, and so Paco and I have always been like close for a long time. But we literally share a shop space. And so we always have these maximum Driftcast type of conversations or dialogue, and it's
Yeah.
like when we were talking the other day, it's like, should we just why are we doing this always in private like a bunch of dorks? Like
Yeah.
we're being nerdy drift dudes who are talking about drifting in private. It's like, dude, and this is such a fun way, and honestly, because I love seeing comments pop up in chat like poo poo and pee pee.
Dude, that's deep.
It just makes me feel at home. So it's like, why would I have a conversation with Paco in private when I can join a chat with people that actually are meant to be here? Which
Yeah,
is-
and then and it's funny because like actually like I mean like the state of the internet, the state of the live streaming nowadays is hanging out. Like I don't know if it got bigger during COVID because everybody, you know, is confined to their house and whatever, and then there's like a lot of people like streamers that just like a spike of streaming. You've been streaming
I've
as
been
well
streaming.
on your own.
Yeah.
On your what's it called on
Twitch.
on Switch.
Yep.
And you know, like people wants to hang out with other people, throw comments, you know, like say things on the chat that then we can read. Like for example, XSV219 says, "Holy shit, is this real life?" No, bro, you're dreaming.
Dude, this is a VOD, bro. This is this is an old video that we just put up. No, I think there's drifting's in a great spot, and I think it's a good. Not only that, like once again, this is a hangout. We could talk about whatever we want. I think it's just a good time. We're at a good spot in our lives where we can invest time in this again.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, call me Mike Tyson, okay? Because we made millions of dollars off this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I bought white tigers, okay?
Aye.
I bought mansions in Vegas.
Yeah.
I gambled 90% of my money away. And you know what? That's all from Driftcast. And now we're all broke and we're back in it again.
I mean, I try to get out and they just pull me back in.
See, we're the Mike Tysons of podcasting for drifting. Is we became so rich. Think about all the things that we bought. We bought $90 cameras.
Yeah. I think I bought you lunch one time. It was like a foot long
What
Subway.
else did we get? What else did we get?
NFTs.
We bought
Ooh.
NFTs. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing. I lost all my money sports betting and Formula Drift. Now that there's gambling now there, I lost
And,
a lot of money there.
What was that crypto thing?
Well, no. Well, the thing is, I've been putting all my money on June Mang, and he never qualifies
Oh,
anymore.
my God.
And so I've been betting on June Mang for years. Now that sports betting is legal in Arizona, and FT's doing it. And guys, he hasn't won, hasn't qualified number one. Don't put your money on. Learn from me. And yeah, so
Yeah. Corey, you live like a rock star, man.
listen, dude. When Driftcast was making that money, baby.
Money, 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 money.
Yeah.
Wow. Bass flute tats.
Yeah.
Yes, Macho Man Randy Sanchez. Bass flute tats. That's what we're gonna be doing.
Dude, spent 100. Corey Schmidt spent 100K on an S14 that might run soon. That is close. I'm still about $75,000 short.
Let's
now.
get people an update of like where we at right now, Corey. Corey, what you been doing up to?
Man, okay.
What you being
so
up
like,
to?
just if we're just gonna hang out and we're gonna talk, like, when did we stop? When did we actually stop? Was this like 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
I think so. I mean, it was what 2020 mid.
It wasn't 2020. It was way before that.
No, so basically during COVID, like the 2020, basically there was no Formula Drift.
No, but I thought we stopped before that, didn't
no,
we?
we like literally we had like no events to talk about. We were kind of like trying, and I mean kind of like before 2020, like during the break,
Yeah.
we were just like taking it easy. But then I think our last episode was during 2020. Barely things started. Sam, I think one of the last episodes, Sam gave a very, very hard speech about people take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
We'll get out of this together.
Yeah, I think
And
that was. I
we
think-
never came back.
I think that was Sam checking out, honestly.
Yeah. And then we never came back.
Yeah, I think so. Let's. I wonder if we should talk about. I wonder if I should talk about part of the reason why Sam is kind of in and out right now.
Yeah.
I think that might kind of be important because it's something that needs to be addressed either way, and I might as well just say something, but kind of like low key behind the scenes.
Sam has syphilis.
Sam did get multiple STTs as he became rich and went to Vegas, and he hung out with a bunch of those Mexican dudes with the cards that were flying around. He ordered like 6 cards, ended up getting gonorrhea and syphilis.
Oh my God.
No, but I want to make.
Sam.
I want to kind of make this serious about Sam
Yeah.
because I think it's something important to address.
Yeah.
So, and there's no way to really kind of beat around the bush here. So we did an episode, and you guys all know Sam's personality and Sam's character and how Sam is and the jokes he does. Like for oh hell, he spray painted his face with Mad Mike and made made hints about New Zealand and Australia, and it's all that's Sam's personality. For you guys that don't know this, Sam is like has a degree in like writing and creative writing and journalism.
He's a
and
journalist.
Sam's a nerd. Sam's a mega nerd, but he's one of the most creative guys ever. So when Sam is friends, and people don't realize this, like we're friends with all the drivers.
Yeah,
we
of
have a
course.
relationship where we can make really dumb jokes and say
Yeah.
bad things about them. But people on the internet ended up taking it way too seriously about one particular situation that I'm not going to talk about. And Sam ended up getting like, I wonder how I can say this without saying
I was just
it.
like people
hold on.
just being toxic.
No, but it's beyond toxic because it's so unnecessary, and I think
Yeah.
it needs to be addressed. Is where Sam was getting messages in regards of saying like maybe doing something really bad to himself permanently. They were saying things and this is multiple people. And Sam, once again, one of the sweetest guys I've ever met in my entire life, was getting massive amount of DMs. Literally saying offing yourself is probably the best thing that you can do. And to be honest with you, Sam was, and I don't want to speak for Sam, but I do want to say that Sam is at a point in his life where he's like, he has Formula One knocking on his door. He was starting a company with race service with Jacob, Daniel Ricciardo, James Kirkham. Like now it's one of the largest media companies for Formula One.
Yeah.
And so Sam's like, do I need this in my life? Do I really need to have constant DMs of people telling me to do harm to myself over and over until I don't wake up the next day? And
all these nerds.
And so for me, I sympathize with Sam because here's the thing: it's like if we're just gonna keep this open and honest, it's like I think all of us, anybody that's in the spotlight, and even judges and drivers, it's like you'll always have people saying mean things to you, and it's all how you kind of handle it and digest. And I think a lot of us are immune to it, but when it happens to you the first few times, you kind of get shocked by hearing that for the first time, and unfortunately, like. Sam is such a strong person, but he's also passionate about his career and the things he had that were important to him in life. And so Sam decided to just, and here's the thing.
He doesn't need that noise in his life.
No, he doesn't need that noise, especially with how successful Sam is at the moment. Like, Sam is literally going to Monaco and Spa and Dubai and Australia and New Zealand, and he's traveling the world literally with Formula One.
And some dumb kid in this freaking, mom's basement is like texting him, "Hey, you said something about my guy. You are an idiot. I hate you."
And it's worse. It's much worse than that.
No, I know, but
you
I'm
know
just
what I mean.
saying,
But here's the thing: is once again, it's noise that can distract you from what Sam was working on. So here's the thing: is Sam will always be a part of the podcast. He may pop in every now and then, here and there, and he will forever be a part of it. But like I said, right now, Sam is Sam is probably in the best part of his life right now. Happier than ever, very successful, still creative. I could go back to when me and Sam first started making content in 2011, 2012. Like, and we talk about this a lot, and I still think it's still very relevant today in motorsports and drifting in general. And I, if you guys listen to the podcast for a very long time, I always gave the analogy. There was it's even when I talk about drivers like Conrad Grunwald, there's people now that got into drifting that have no idea who Conrad is. There's people that we could talk about, like even, some people may not know who Reese Mill and Sammy Hubinette is, that's just getting into drifting, since we're getting that evolution or that legacy audience and the legacy drivers. A lot of these old names are, they don't know. Even for me, a lot of people don't know that I compete in Formula Drift, and that's fine. It's just it's when you hop in, when you see it, and things like that. Yeah. But
I know what you mean.
It's pretty interesting on where it's going and how it is. And like I said, Sam is just in a really good spot. It's really good spot, and
us we're sucked. Like we have nothing going on. We're just
Sam Hubinette, literally.
Sam Hubinette, we're dirt poor. We have nothing going on. Like Sam's great. We suck. We have nothing, dude. Like, no, but like all joking aside, so Sam doing his thing.
He'll pop in and out. He'll be in episodes.
Like we'll see. Like somebody's saying in chat that we hope you guys still buddies. We all buddies. Of course we are buddies. It's just like, Sam lives in California. We don't go do karaoke together as we used to because, he's in California. Yep. But of course we're buddies, like it's once you get to know Sam, you're buddies with him forever because it's so lovable.
Yeah. So and that's so once again, that's just, I know a lot of you guys are asking about Sam. Once again, this is a casual conversation. This is not a podcast. This is me and Paco hanging out with you guys as we're testing things. But so that's what Sam, we'll probably address it when we actually do the podcast next week. Like we'll touch on it a little bit more and say the same things. A lot of the stuff that we're having discussion now will probably be on the podcast next week at some time. But if you want to talk about what you've been doing, Paco, where you've been.
One of the reasons, because I get this asked all the time. So what happened to the podcast? What's happened? What are you guys like? And one of the reasons, with the whole thing with COVID and all that stuff, actually, 2F got very busy during COVID. Actually, COVID was probably our best year. And we got very, 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 very busy. And at the same time, my business partner, Chris, he started, he always wanted to be a pilot.
Yep.
And there was a very, a shortage of pilots during COVID and forward. There was a lot of openings. And Chris always wanted to be a pilot. He decided, you know what? I'm going to become a pilot. And now he's a pilot. Yeah. But during, the whole training process, because he went through the...
flight schools and shit.
Yeah, but the most extreme, trying to do it as fast as possible and all that. He, he just didn't have any time. So basically, I've been focusing a lot of my time into 2F and making 2F better company, come up with new product, and I also have my job, which I still work at the construction company because I'm a civil engineer.
Yeah, can we
I do
hold on a
nerd
second?
shit.
Let's not skip over that. For as dumb as we think Paco is, he's actually an engineer.
Yeah,
It's so crazy.
Somehow.
This idiot's an engineer. I show up into his driveway, and he has an all-wheel drive Astro van with an Ellis, and he has the Previa out back. You have the Fiat up front. You have the Avalanche up front. You have the Aztec somewhere. You have 2 Riatas at your shop.
Two Corvettes.
2 Corvettes at your shop. You have we're missing something.
Missing a lot.
We're
but
missing
dude,
a lot of cars.
We'll be here all
but
night
he's
if
an
we
engineer.
try.
He's the one building your skyscrapers, guys. So just keep that in mind.
So thank you. So very, 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 very busy with work, with my business. 2F got a lot bigger than what it was. After COVID, it kind of like got a little tight. Like it hasn't been as hot as it was during COVID, but we're trying to come up with new products. We're trying to sign new products, come up with new, like trying to keep things fresh. And I got some shirts that our buddy from Destroy made. Look at that. Boom.
John Chase.
Yeah,
All Hoonigan dude. John Chase.
Shout out to John. He's an amazing designer. He made these shirts for us for 2F. Do for die, baby. And 2F is sponsoring the show now, Corey. How about that?
That's cool.
Because
That's awesome.
I don't pay myself any money from 2F, so I just dump the money into the Driftcast
Dude,
now.
I love the fact when we talk about your cars. FZ in chat says, "What about the Dolphin?" The window fell out of the Dolphin.
Dude, the Dolphin,
The
man.
front window fell
great
out of the
story.
Dolphin. Actually, can we tell a story about the Dolphin?
Yeah, so
Hold on. Tell them about the time where it broke down in the middle of the street?
that was on the way back.
Yeah,
Let's go the whole thing. So as a lot of people know, it's been I don't know how many years now when I started building that Corvette with the 2JZ, which it was going to be in SEMA
2017
or something like that. So it's 2024. It is finally going this year. It's like I'm finally finishing, like little like just wiring, some little plumbing issues, not issues, just finally putting it together. And last year, Nats hits me up.
Nads, yeah, John Adiri.
John Adiri. He was starting to shoot his Super Street show and on Motor Trend, and he's like, "Hey Paco, we're making this show, and we're gonna have like a lot of cars that are like mixing, like things like differently. So we would like to have your Corvette." So I straight up I painted the car for the show, put on the trailer, and like all Bluetooth wiring, Bluetooth drive shaft, Bluetooth fuel
on
lines.
your Corvette.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's all cambered up. It looks, looks like action, right? I put it on the trailer, hook it up to the Dolphin, and there I go. Like
3 miles of the gallon, baby.
Ooh, I wished maybe 2.5.
You just see gas pouring out the ass
Oh,
of that
dude,
thing.
it was great. And just as soon as I'm leaving Phoenix, I go through like a very rough patch of concrete on the highway, and the entire windshield dislodges from the Dolphin, and wind just starts coming in through the windshield. And this is already like, I want to say 9 p.m. It's already dark. So I pull up. The windshield is still holding up by the rubber that holds the windshield in place, but it's hanging. So I have some piece of duct tape. I can like duct tape it, whatever I had, just duct tape the windshield in place. Drove all the way to LA, like doing maybe like 35 to 45 miles per hour, and stopping at every gas station to buy more duct tape to hold the windshield in place. So it took me like, I want to say 11, 12 hours to get from from Phoenix to LA. Got there like at 6 a.m. I parked in front of their building where they were shooting. And like literally just an hour later, people starts walking, and I'm like waking, like trying to sleep, and people are like
In the middle of the road.
yeah, like already like people like loading, like new, like bringing the cars for the show. So they show up. I don't get any sleep. Pull the car out. Great event. Everybody.
Oh yeah, you showed off the Corvette.
Everybody
All right.
loved the car.
Yeah.
Done. Put the car back, and then same day driving back.
Start
to
driving
Phoenix.
back there. God, I don't even know how the Dolphin made it there. But anyways, go
So
ahead.
engine-wise, everything was fine, but because of the windshield kind of like falling down and like wind, I couldn't go too fast because I was afraid that was just gonna like. So another 10 hours on my way back. Finally make it to Phoenix. Hold on, I make it home. Everything's fine.
Oh,
Next day, I go grab the Dolphin to take it to the shop, and literally 1 mile away from the shop, it overheats. Engine shuts down in the middle of the road, in the middle of the street during rush hour. It's hot as hell. There's cars honking at me. There's a gigantic ass RV with my Corvette in the
Dolphin
back,
is just dude. You try talk the Dolphin in the middle.
blocking the road. Everybody's mad. And I'm just like a mile away.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I call the tow truck. They show up and it's like, yeah, we're going to need one of the bigger ones. So they bring one of those gigantic tow trucks because they're going to tow the RV with the trailer.
Yep.
They tow it back
A mile.
a mile. You go to the shop, disconnect the trailer, they back it up. You have to remove the drive shaft, to do that.
Ugh,
So
God.
huge
Okay.
job.
All right.
$650 towing. As soon as he drops it down, I put the key on, it fires up right
Start
away.
Oh no! The Dolphin just.
The
You
Dolphin.
got Rick rolled by the
I
Dolphin.
got rickrolled by the Dolphin.
Dude, it says, you know what? You can either put $650 into a windshield or a tow truck.
Well, I could have
There you
replaced
go.
it.
That
Had
Dolphin.
the windshield replaced.
But you know what? You still can't get rid of it ever.
I mean,
You still got to keep that thing, dude.
I'm gonna upgrade it pretty soon. So
Like put a turbo in it and put exhaust on it. Do a fire
I'm trying to get
can.
a bigger rig. But so yeah, life with
Dude.
Dolphin.
Dude, so so that goes back to Paco's car collection, but going back to 2F, obviously like Paco said, it was crazy. Your business partner, which once again, talking about 2F guys, like you think of like 2F, it's owned by two people.
Yeah.
It's a small operation. You guys do all the shipping, the building, all made in the United States.
States.
Everything's so it's like building it, taking it out of the
Designing
molds,
it,
prepping it, designing it, shipping it, packaging it, taking orders, and it's done by like 2-3 people max.
Yeah.
And so when 50% of the team goes off and flies airplanes, and it's Paco and his little tiny sweatshop in there, just sweating his ass off, but putting kids in. Yeah,
And obviously, like Nikki helps me. She takes care of the emails and comes help me pack stuff. And Dustin
Farrell.
Farrell, he's
Yep.
been helping me. Dude, a lot of help from him. Because he's a body man and he's very good at it. So without them, there was no way I could have done it. But that's part of staying busy. But after going to Long Beach, that's one of the things. I went to Long Beach and I saw
FD Long Beach.
FD Long Beach,
Okay.
and I saw so many people, so many, like drivers. I saw like drivers who are still drivers who are not pro drivers anymore. So I saw Nate Hamilton.
Yeah.
I saw I saw Ryan Lantain walking around like a peasant because he's not,
was not a judge.
anymore. He's just like walking around. Oh, hey, hello.
That's when Lantain goes in with his expired hard card and still tries to sneak in and get free catering and stuff.
I think Andy Luck was like trying to like no, you can't get up there.
The best part about having a hard card is not getting track access. It's not getting up to the spotter booth. The best part about having a hard card is you get to use the clean shitters behind the judge's
bathroom.
stands. Yeah. That's the best
premium.
thing
Wow.
is you can use 2 clean bathrooms, right? There's no logs hanging out of the urinal. There's no toilet paper stuck on your feet. It's not like the thing is when you go to an FD event, you walk into the public pisser. It's like the dudes just let go. They fire hose it. They just say, "Do you know what?
Explosive
It doesn't
diarrhea.
matter." Dude's pissing on the toilet paper.
Yeah.
When you have a hard card, let me tell you guys, you use the king's throne.
You open the door and
AC blows right on your face. It's ice cold.
Yeah.
The soap dispenser's like nice and warm with the soap, and you have like 10 hand sanitizers. You can like just choose any hand sanitizer and
take a shower and
take a shower, get it on your freaking armpits, and you come out, dude. You're just like $1 million. So the hard card, actually, you spend $500 for a hard card just to use the dumper
it's
at any
worth it.
track.
Yeah.
And that
or
reminds
you
me,
tow the Dolphin.
you know what's funny is when I was in Atlanta, way back in the day, I went to a porta potty in Atlanta, and some dude shit in the urinal, and I'm like, man, I wish I had my hard card right now because I wouldn't have to be, turning into a lumberjack, cutting that log in half, and it's
with the stream.
Yeah. That's what a logger is, dude. Don't you know what a logger is?
I'm trying to explain it for the people who's like
Come
everybody
on,
who's
dude.
new in
Everybody
here.
knows what logging is. Come on,
Yeah.
dude. Welcome to the future. We're in 2025 right now. We're logging.
But no, dude, like I saw so many people and everybody first thing, hey, when are you guys bringing Driftcast back? When are you guys bringing Driftcast back?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Yeah, when are we bringing Driftcast back? Like it seemed there's a lot of drifting podcasts out there. We don't talk about some of them. I have some beef with one particular one that it's probably watching, and I'm watching you, boy. We'll talk about a little bit about him next episode. But yeah, like everybody's like, yeah, no, you guys, seem to have a funny thing going on that some of the other podcasts are not really. I don't know. Do you think we have like some sort of edge, Corey? What makes us different?
Well,
Was it the pigeon joke?
do you know what? It's like when we first started Driftcast, like the whole idea was like, okay, you have Sam,
Yeah.
which is the lead media guy for Von Gittin Jr. He was the lead media guy for pretty much video guys. He was the one who created the Drift Idiot YouTube series. Like at that time, that was huge. So we had the guy that knew how to create content.
Yeah.
Then we had the guy that probably has the most sponsored parts in Formula Drift. Essentially, 2F Performance probably had more cars. How many cars total? Maybe 30 cars total over the years.
More.
I'm just talking about
so
fielding
many.
in Formula
Yeah.
Drift. Paco's fielded probably over 30 cars in Formula Drift, and then I competed in drifting
And
from
you're an actual
2000.
driver.
Then I was in drifting from
Yeah.
competing from 2011 to 16,
Yeah.
and then I did grid life from 16 to about 21. And I still drive, but so it's like, man, we have like the dude who knows how to get content in front of people's eyes. We know the dude who knows how to get partnerships, and then you kind of have this guy that drives kind of.
Sometimes.
And for me, I think that's what made Maximum Driftcast so special, is because if somebody's like, Paco, how do I get a partnership? Or what's the best way to approach somebody with a business idea or strategy? It's like, this guy right here, knows how to do it. And he knows how to, when you look at proposals and you look at, he sees a million of them. So it's like,
All the time.
So now we have advice that we can give to the drivers. And then Sam's like, okay, going back to drifting content and media, it's like, all right, what's trending? What's happening right now?
Yeah.
What's the Vaughn stuff that's doing good? What content's doing bad? Why are some drifters skyrocketing media and some are low? And it's like, now you ask Sam, and Sam can give you every metric, every idea, every strategy, but also tell you why people are doing good and why people are doing bad media-wise. And then, for me, it's like I competed at every track that FD has, essentially, other than some of the new ones now.
You were very in touch with everybody who worked the series, like all the track managers, the judges. You got to
but even the
interact
drivers,
directly.
even on the
and the other drivers for sure.
But that's and I competed all over the different places. I've traveled all over into once again, just out of Formula Drift. It's like I've traveled outside the United States and did drifting. I did it here, and so like I've been to a lot of these tracks and things like that. But I'll tell you the thing that I care about the most, right?
Yeah.
The thing that I care about the most is it's not just the driving. Okay, and I want you guys to hear me out on this.
Right.
Because this is where I think a lot of drivers kind of flop and fell. The thing is that I try to bring to everybody is finding a way to create longevity. That is what I care about. As I care about the drivers being able to create longevity within the industry.
Something to be remembered.
Not just
or
being
known
remembered
for, right?
No, not just that. That is part of it, but it's still having an opportunity to make money. Still having an opportunity to do things within the industry, right? If it's driving, hosting, announcing, building, owning, creating, because if you think of these drivers, right? We've seen drivers come into the sport, do 5 rounds, and they disappear off the face of the earth because they're so focused on being a driver that nothing else around them matters, right? But here's the thing is you could be a driver, but you can also be somebody that is selling coaching, doing, once again, clinics, helping them get parts. There's ways to stay within the industry while you're still able to do what you're passionate about. And for me, if we talk about what I've been doing, it's like I've always cared about car stuff. I've always cared about drifting. I've always cared about hosting. I always cared about the podcast. It's like, how do I keep doing all these things and affording all these things and still doing them and trying to make a living out of it? And so what I've been doing is, yes, even though I have not been like an FD since 2014 or whatever, 15, I host every Fuel Fest. So I'm, emceeing on stage, drifting at Fuel Fest. I'm interviewing Tyrese, Cody Walker, Vin Diesel, traveling all over with them. And then, I started a project called Burnout Wars, which is like the North America's largest burnout contest that is essentially like competing with like Summer Nats in Australia. We just did, I just got back from Florida Truck Week. We just did our Burnout Wars out there, and we gave away like $40,000 in prizes,
Nice.
$35,000 in prizes. So now we're building up Burnout Wars. I've just been doing so many different things within the industry that is still allowing me and affording me to do what I love to do within the series and building cars and doing that. I didn't want to get out of motorsports. I didn't want to get out of the car world. I didn't want to go drift. It's like, okay, if drifting's not working for me, what else can I do within this space to help me still be here with my people, my friends, and what I know and I care about? And I feel like a lot of drivers sometimes say, if I'm not drifting, or if I can't do this, or how do I stay in it? And that's what I care about. I care about the drivers being able to create longevity is what I care about the most. And I would support, and I'll do whatever I can to help support them.
I totally agree with you. And I think one of the other things that we did when it came to the podcast or the driver relationship with the fans is we brought in drivers on the show, and then we told them, like, you don't have to, this is not an interview, this is a hangout, we're chilling, have a drink, have a beer with us, we shoot the shit, we call them idiots, so they call us idiots back. And we show people that the drivers are just normal people too.
That was what I think.
That
That was kind of, once again, going back.
Yeah.
That was kind of what's important about what Driftcast was. Is like, let's see who these people are actually behind the racing suit, and like show. And I feel like some interviews of drivers doesn't help them in some sense, because it shows them as still as the driver being interviewed, not the person being interviewed. So it's like a lot of people will talk to a driver and it's like, all right, how did you do in top 32 and what it was like? And it's like, that's great if you want to know that person as a driver, but it's like, why don't you know that person as who they are? And it's like, that's why when we have people come on here and it's like, we can just talk nitty gritty and actually understand who you are as a person and why you are there, rather than asking you, why do you like 215s or 255s over 245? Damn it. It's like, that's cool and all. We still want to give that information.
For sure.
Yeah, we do nerd out on that, but I think it's so important to know the person that is behind the racing suit, behind the helmet, that actually, I feel, when you start knowing some of these people's personalities, you actually become a bigger fan of them.
Yeah. Well, that's what, for example, like I remember, like, I think one of our best examples of that was Federico. Before Federico came to the States and there was the announcement that somebody's bringing a Ferrari, it was just massive hatred. Oh, who does he think he is? We're bringing a Ferrari. Like, this is rich guy. Like, fuck him, blah, 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 And then, like, we have him on the show. Super sweet guy.
Yep.
He's just like the nicest. He's like, oh, I'm just really following my passion. Like, like this, I happened to get this car because of the circumstances of what I was going to, but, and look at him, like he's not winning, but he's there giving everything. He would, he's very passionate. Like, and people learn to like see past the image, right? Like, because they realize that this is just a good guy. He just wants to drive, wants to have fun. Sometimes, just like everybody, like, so might get a little heated up. But who doesn't get heated up when you're driving a very expensive car and get hit, right? Like, you're like breaking parts that that is gonna cost you another $10,000.
Yep.
So it's understandable. But I think that's one of the things that we want to keep. If we going keep going with this drifting podcast, is that. That sense of relatability and make sure that when the drivers come to the show, we're not putting them in the spot. It's more like, we're just shooting the shit. Tell us what's going on, what's on your mind. Obviously, we want to ask questions because the fans have questions, but we're not trying to like embarrass people. We're not trying to, like digging into like no, you did that.
I heard you glued your tires to your wheel. You used speed line. Why, tell me more about how you glued your wheel and tire together.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, why'd you do that? You ruined the sport by doing that, Chelsea. Jesus Christ. No, but it's there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. And here's the thing though, is if something were to be a conflict, or if there were to be a problem or something like that, we can still bring it up and have a casual conversation and not make anybody mad or offended about it. It's like, yo, what happened?
Yeah.
And we could talk about it as friends. Like, yo, we've all done dumb stuff and screwed up and made mistakes. And some people have too. And it's like, this is the place to hang out and talk about it, but also to kind of either justify or clear name. But I'll tell you, talking about like drifting history and like things like that. And once again, I don't want to talk too much because I feel like we should still save some for when we actually do the podcast. But it's like, and we may show the scene, but like all the mementos that we have in this room when we first showed up, like when I first showed up here, 2 weeks ago or last week when we talked about doing this again, it's like looking in this room. So many good, like, cool memories is in this room, and I forgot about them. Like, if you go back to the wine shop, like, that's Federico's Canaan filter that was set on fire in Long Beach. Like, there's only one of those.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, to me, that's a thing that costs somebody thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's like a trinket or memento of, like, remembering that moment.
We have a Kristaps Blues jack stand.
From when he drove off to Jackson, which is one of the most memorable
in Atlanta,
moments.
Right, it's right here, behind my goggles.
Your goggles is up there. Yeah, it's hard to see, but you know we have the 1,000 horsepower LOL Odie bumper signed by Odie, which once again, Odie was running like 650 horsepower at that time, and he had that back in the day. And it's like there's so many cool relics and hidden gems in here. We have Dean Kearney's tail light on the Viper, and the reason why we got that is because he was saying he was paying $700 a tail light every time he broke one, and he gave us one of his broken tail lights, and it's like that's a pretty cool memento. We have
How counts the bass flute?
yeah, we have we just have so many amazing things that we've collected over the years that when I stepped in here, I was like, there's so many more of these like little dumb memories that still exist. We have almost every Spaghetti-O can behind Paco there that fans have gave us at events. We probably have 40 spaghetti cans over there that fans have signed and given us.
Yeah, they'll sign like a lot of...
Yeah, like messages and stuff on. To me, I'm like, that... There's nothing better than that, and I say this,
and there's gonna be a lot of new memories to be made. So that's
100%.
Yeah.
I still think there is, and I say the Driftcast freaks that we have in our Facebook group are the most diehard, blunt, honest, but knowledgeable. The thing is, our Driftcast audience is so knowledgeable that they're calling the different series out on questioning like. There's a question happening right now in our discussion board, and we could talk about this more. But it's in regards of the points right now. So the point series with the new bracket, right?
Yeah.
If you get in the top 32, you make points.
But you have to get on the line.
Well, here's the thing, right? The thing is this. So even though you're seated in a top 32 spot, you're not necessarily guaranteed those points until you get to the line. Well, somebody brought up in our Maximum Driftcast discussion board that there's drivers who ended up getting points and other drivers who did not get points. Yeah. So our Driftcast fans are literally watching the points and the standings and questioning why are some drivers getting more and less points with the new seating bracket, and literally writing paragraphs on why is this happening, and then getting, Ryan and everybody to either justify or tell the drivers to reach out to the series and ask why that's happening. And that's why I say Driftcast is so important, is because our fans are so, and I hate saying fan, we're such a community. I think it's a community.
It's the fans of the sport and
friends and communities of
part
ours.
Part of the Driftcast community, exactly.
Yeah. And I would say, especially with this year, with the rules changing, with the seating, which I don't want to touch on because we're going to do a podcast about it, is I do enjoy watching it more. But we're going to start seeing little things poke up with, how to handle this or how to handle that, or how I think we'll just start seeing work the bugs out or work the kinks out. We're going to naturally, we're going to see that. You just did one of the most dramatic changes you could possibly do to a series. You're going to probably have to work some kinks out, or there were some things when coming up that you didn't even think would happen that are happening. But the people of the Driftcast community are seeing it and calling it out, and that's why we have the best community. It's like there's not a thing that slips by that none of them notice. Also, too,
without a doubt,
I'm going to say this. All right, I'm going to put this on the record. There's other outlets, news outlets, podcast outlets, official media that take news and content from our discussion boards and use them for actually media and content outlet. And it's like, so people are still using our community as a news outlet, essentially. And so, there's a lot of times where in memes, bro, the memes that our people create in our discussion board get plastered all over the internet. And it's like, it starts in the Driftcast board. It's so it's kind of crazy to see that.
I think Corey, we definitely curated a community that it's not toxic. Every now and then we get a few people who just like hard-headed, you give them a try, keep to explaining things, and they're just hard-headed. They're just like not getting it. Sometimes you just give them a timeout, but there's just sometimes.
Bro,
just,
you know why?
They don't build well.
Well, the reason they're why is because they're passionate, right? A lot of these guys are very passionate.
Sometimes, yes, and many times, like I mean, these just happened over the weekend. There was a guy who's commenting very, very, very deeply, very, very strong opinions, and Ryan Sage came in and like he spent like a one-on-one on him back and forth. Everybody's watching, obviously, everybody's watching the comments. And he eventually was like, "Wow, I was wrong. Thank you, Ryan Sage." He even made a post saying, like, "I'm really sorry." Yep. And even says, like, "Dude, you don't have to do that. Like, I'm just happy to help, even if it's one person, right? Like one person who gets it now." And that's the whole point. Like, like we're not like when we try to explain things that are happening on Formula Drift, it's not because we are sucking up to Formula Drift. It's just like that's the explanation that they gave us, and this is us repeating the explanation. That's what it is. It's not that we're not the ones making the rules. We're not the ones, like we don't necessarily agree with all the rules, but I think it's more important that once a rule is up and running, the rules need to be followed, even if the rule needs to be eventually changed. And that's one of the things that I feel like a lot of the Driftcast community have understood, that maybe they don't like the certain rules, but it's not.
Well, you have to think about that, right? If you want to break that down a little bit more, it's like because they're the ones that've been watching FD since day one.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing: is if a new fan comes in tomorrow, they don't know about the rules from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing, though. This is what I have with rules, right?
Yeah.
As long as the rules are generally understood by the audience, you're going to be in good shape, right? And I think even with some of the new rules, there's still some questioning about how things are running. Because here's the thing: is once again, I'm going to save this for the podcast, but I'm talking about it now. Yeah. Like Matt Field straightening up, right? Yeah. It's like traditionally that would be a zero, right?
A zero,
so now you got to explain to people that that's some points deducted.
It's a heavy point deduction.
So now we have to figure out what is the definition of heavy. Yeah. Right. So now we have to explain what does a heavy point deduction mean if it's not a zero. But as visually, you have to say, well, that's straight. Yeah. And that's drifting. Yeah. And even though he still had, I don't know if he had angle in the car, but he was still blowing the tires off. The thing was there was a hard line. There's a hard line, right, with giving a zero on that. Yeah. And you just got to make it translatable to the audience and to the team so they can justify that, right?
And I think that's one of the things that we've been doing with the podcast, with the drift, the discussion board. We've explained a lot of these gaps that sometimes there is. And, I love every time that Ryan Sage or the judges come into the board and, like, they explain things themselves because it shows how passionate they are about their own sport. They're like, good luck, if you're in any kind of, like, message board for Formula One or NASCAR, good luck having, like, any of the drivers or any of the team owners or even Formula One executives go in the group and chat about it, right? Like, that's not going to happen. Fortunately, I think we established ourselves. We're in a point where, like, it's definitely an outlet for people to get answers, to ask questions, to have discussions. And from that, like, when there's big questions, it's probably a lot easier just to make a show about it than explaining to every single one. And
see, that's the thing is Chris Nelson said, like, they botched that call, and it's like, the thing is, by having it loose by hugely deducted, right? That's loose, so we don't know if it was a hard zero, then it would be clear and transparent. But a huge deduction is loosely.
That's the thing. Like, a lot of people still think that they botched it, but the thing is that
within the rules they didn't.
Within the rules they didn't, because Matt Field got a zero for that chase.
So old rules.
No. They did get a zero because it wasn't just the straightening; he also contact. Yep. So at that point, basically, Matt Field's zero. And then
is that confirmed?
Yes, confirmed.
Okay.
And then I talked to Reese about it.
Okay, perfect.
And then Adam LZ, because of the whole disruption, he kind of like kept going. But it's very hard when you're driving and you get hit to just keep driving. I know, like that's even Reese said it's the oldest rule in the book. Keep driving. If you spin after, okay, you spun. You couldn't do it.
Well, Reese knows there's two old rules. It's don't spin when you get hit, and don't have black wheels.
Oh yeah,
those East Coast boys, they know that.
So we'll talk about this in more in depth when we in the next episode. But you know, like I saw Adam's video, and obviously he's very bummed about it, and I feel it. I sided a little bit more with Robbie Nishida.
Yep.
Because Robbie Nishida gave it a one more time.
I would have given it a one more time.
I would have given it a one more time as well. But, you know, like what I'm just happy that they actually follow the rules and they specify. They told the drivers in the drivers meeting, you guys need to keep driving after you get hit, because that's how we can tell if the hit was hard enough or not. You know, like it because it's very easy to, you know, there's been like previous cases where, you know, like a driver gets hit.
We've seen people get tapped and spin out and give the win.
I was
But
hit.
here's the thing is, you're opening it up now for either drivers to try, or the driver can still flop and say, I was out of my hand. How could you judge against somebody saying, I got hit hard enough where I could spin out? The driver's really the only one that can.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with for the cases where you can't really visually tell if the hit was hard or not. Because on the case with Field and Adam, from the outside it didn't look that hard. From the inside it looked harder than from the outside. You can tell like his wheel is completely locked. It's not returning. Yep. Adam's explanation totally on point. He is 100% right that, you know, the car was upset. So Field got a 0. He straightened up, and on top of that he hit him. That's a 0. Like Field was already done. It was just more like a mistake from Adam. Like, I'm just stopping because, you know,
you got hit. He did get hit hard to disrupt it, though. You know
Unfortunately, during the drivers' meeting, they specify, like, just please stay on the throttle. Just keep trying. Like, even if you spin out, at least it's going to show that you're still on it. Because now at that point, it's like, all right, I kept trying to drift, and I was completely upset. Now, you don't leave it up to the judges.
Brother, I'm going to be like Ronaldo. I get tapped, and I'm keeping the wheel locked. Dude. Listen, I ain't fighting. You come in my door, I'll give you the eye contact, like, come at me, and I'm just...
Perfect.
I'm full locked. Yeah. I'll put the club in the wheel, and I'm spinning out every time. I'm going to victory lane by getting hit. That's going to be one of my goals one day is I'm going to, like Rome almost did this weekend, right? Rome almost won it by getting taken out every single corner.
Oh, my God, Rome.
But we'll save that. We'll
save it for the next episode. We're not trying to get too deep on it.
We'll talk about all the drifting and fun stuff.
We're going to try to have Reese in the next episode because... he was basically telling me like I'm just gonna enjoy being the villain from now on because just last year when it was announced, you know, new judges.
He's just taking Andy in.
Formula Drift is saved. New judges. He comes, you know, like East Coast boy, New Zealand judge, like, you know, like all the and then, you know, like everybody's like, oh, it's the same shit. And like in reality, it's not.
Actually,
in reality,
in Long Beach, everybody loved it.
I thought
outside of the well, here's the thing, right?
Outside,
I know. Do you know what? I just figured out why. Do you know why everybody loved it? Is because there was nothing to compare it to. No, there was just think about this. There was nothing to compare it to, right?
I mean, there was last years.
But last year was so different, right? The last year was so different. There was no qualifying this year. This was the first time doing the seating. What can you compare that to? You can't compare that to anything because it's never been done before. The whole Turek versus Shanahan call. It's never been done before. So we saw it reversed here. So we thought that was normal. So we thought that was normal. Now going into round 2, now we have actually data to base it off of and how things kind of work. So now when people start comparing the 2 rounds, that is when people started getting picky because now they're seeing the 2 rounds and saying, oh, this happened in Long Beach. Now this happened in Atlanta. Why? Before, why Long Beach was great. And there were so many good praises about Long Beach. It's because there was nothing to compare it to. So I thought everybody was just like, oh, we're rolling with it. This is great. But now that they have 2, so now I think as it goes on more, we'll start seeing more and more and how people can kind of very. It's like you just have to have data, right? And like we talked about early on today, it's like as you come out with something new, you got to work the kinks out, and maybe that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and I'm sure like everything that transpired from Atlanta, there's gonna be some suggestions. Even Adam mentioned it on his video. He's gonna try to bring up something next round.
Let's see if we get LZ on the episode too next.
We'll try to talk to him because he obviously, you know, because he's the guy who got affected by it. He has a very strong opinion.
Well, here's
the
the thing: we're gonna have Reese after him.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Is we're okay. We can get sides here.
We can have them both at the same time and just have them duke it out. No, from my understanding, Adam went and talked to the judges.
Right.
Here's the thing. Addressed that.
You have the judge. You have LZ. Great. That fixes them too. There's still thousands and thousands of people that still need to know that have to be calmed and understand. So that's why we should have them. And by the way, Macho Man Randy Sanchez, I want to say how happy I am to see you back in chat with Iron Dookie. Once again, we have the Lamb of the Messiah, Iron Dookie, and Macho Man Randy Sanchez. Love you, buddy. Have a good night.
Let's see who else. Who else here in chat? Oh, it's My Lake.
Yep, Mike
Oi.
Lake. Chino Corey honks his horn every time he
Sup,
gets
brother?
hit. Yeah, so every time, here's the thing: is every time I get hit when I'm drifting, I want to just honk the horn, and that way the judges identify contact. So I'm just gonna lay on the horn from the rip, and let you know. But anyways, there's so much to talk about. But let's do this. What we should do right now is just say hello to people in chat. I want to thank you guys for being here. Make sure you guys join the link that I put in chat. I put our Facebook group in chat. Make sure you join that. So let me ask you guys next week, as we're talking to you guys now. We're done bantering. I hope you guys enjoyed the banter. Did you guys enjoy like this casual hangout? I'm curious on how you guys feel about what just happened. How long have we been live anyways? Do we know?
I don't know, probably an hour and a half.
I have no idea how long we've been live.
Yeah,
right
hour
now.
and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yep.
Let me ask you guys, did you guys enjoy hanging out today? Like, because here's the thing is, we discussed coming back, and it's like, we just got to make sure that people are still wanting this type of content, because content ever evolves. We're a bunch of old dudes that geek out and hang out and talk about drifting. Is it meant for a platform? We don't know anymore. It's all different.
Yeah.
But
let's take our time to like talk a little bit with the
well, that's what we're doing. Yeah, that's what we're
let's
doing.
do that. I mean,
and so this is kind of how it sparked up. Me and Paco talked about the shop. We put literally our last little Maximum Driftcast budget into the stuff that we have here now. But the thing is as you guys, is this something that you can see? We were kind of not wanting to do it without Sam. I'm just going to be honest. Like Sam, we wanted to bring it back last year. Sam's been on the fence for a very long time, and that kind of slowed us down in a sense. Like, maybe we shouldn't do this without Sam. So you know what? It's not going to be the same without us. But then we talked about it, and it was like, it's important. We should still try.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. And then I one of the things that I love that you're here in studio, Corey, because now we can do this. Look at that.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. It's
But yeah, like no, I'm happy about the opportunity to do this again. We only been gone for like 2 months or 4 years.
4 years.
I mean, whatever, same. But let's see who's in chat. Let's see.
Dude, by the way, Chino, this I stay stubbed for this exact reason.
Thank you. Thanks for
I've never
subbing.
been more happy. Hearing your boys' voice is a goddamn breath of fresh air.
Thanks,
so
Mike.
for the future. Thank you, Mike.
I saw Mike at the LC Fest.
Nice.
Yeah, he was pitting with Look Fink. He's a boy from down under.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Aye.
A boys from Aussie, eh? Aussie.
Oi, throw a shrimp at the Bobby.
Yep.
That was so bad.
Yeah, that was like a hybrid of Mexican and Canadian.
Oh,
You got the hybrid. Yeah, you got the whole North and South American continent in that thing.
let's see. Is that I play bikes. I've never been more happy. Damn. Not even after your firstborn child?
Now here's the thing: is guys, this is not going up on a podcast. This is just going to live on YouTube. So for whoever who saw it here, it's where it's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah. This is not a podcast. This is
not
just...
a yep. This is so the feedback that you guys give. Once again, if you guys want to go on the Facebook group and like make fun of everybody that didn't show up, so you can make posts in there and be like, you guys missed out, blah blah blah. Please go back in there and like bomb on them for not showing up. But yeah, I think this is. By the way, Big Balls and Nikki and them. We got our
the
4
control
here.
rooms.
We got our 4 people that can help bring this back to life. So if this is something you guys are still interested in, we're more than happy to try to link up twice a month. Do you guys think twice a month, Paco, or what?
I think we can start with it twice a month, and depending on like our availability, we can like start eventually doing like our usual once a week. But I think 2 episodes a month is something we can do. Because we also we have to get like people. You have to have Brian. Brian is a busy man, dude. Like let's get Brian, get back in the microphone real quick.
Yeah, Brian actually just had a baby.
Yeah, Brian,
Tell us about your baby.
I had actually 2 babies. They're twins. Well, yeah,
they're kind of twins. Like
Kinda twins, yeah.
One is black.
Yeah.
So, and the other one is what, like a tabby?
yeah. It's like
yeah.
it's a tabby. It's
Oh,
like
nice. So
a
you got 2 cats.
Norwegian forest cat.
Yeah, foreskin cat.
Yeah, foreskin cat.
Nice, Brian. See, I knew you'd make a great dad. See, we have another cat lady here. See, it used to be Sam, and now we have Brian as the cat lady.
Brian always been a cat lady, dude. He's cat like. I mean, I'm sorry. I know there's another cat daddy on Formula Drift right now.
Who's that?
Dude, I'm blocking out. Hold on. Damn it! I fucking
Jesus Christ.
Rudy's a cat daddy.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, Rudy. I was like, I black out with names all the time. But yeah, Rudy's a cat daddy. But today, Brian is a cat daddy.
Yep.
Rudy Hansen.
XSV asks, since it's been for a few years, I have to know, does Sam's 240 run? No, Sam's 240's rusted to shit, sitting at race service. He tried calling me and Paco to ask if we can have storage space to put it there. He did say he wanted to finish it recently as he has time, but now that he has Formula One money, we might see Sam in like an F50 or something.
He's gonna put an F1 engine on it, like Turk.
Yeah, Sam is sitting on a gold mine. Well, here's the thing: is when Sam had that car. Originally, it was worth $7,000. Now Sam has the same car that's still not running and is worth $27,000. So Sam is in stonks. Yep. So Sam's an investment. Iron Dookie, I've been waiting in a cold, dark basement for the last. Can I actually hold on? Can I read this as Iron Dookie's voice?
Yes, please.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
I've been waiting in a cold, dark basement for the last 3 years, waiting for this moment.
That's Iron Dookie.
That totally sounded like Iron Dookie. Holy
Yep.
shit.
Yep. So Iron Dookie.
Chino saying, Maximum Drift Cats. Guess what, buddy? That's not new.
Maximum Driftcast. Yep. Maybe he's an OG and he knows that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, there you go. Maybe he's an OG. Maximum Drift Cats. Look at that. That's me, the Mexican one.
I thought Chris and Ryan fixed a 240 on Drift Garage, which, by the way, that was like Sam's show and Sam edited and produced. Yes, they did, and then something broke or something happened, and
That's right. We put
and
a new Super
harness.
Doof
It wasn't a
kit
new harness and a new
on it.
ECU. He needed a new harness and a new ECU. That's what he needed. So yeah, that thing doesn't run. My 240 runs. My S14 still runs. I haven't driven it in probably a year. I'm building a Rocket Bunny E46 M3 with a stroked LS1 that's sitting there that I haven't touched probably in 3 months. I have my E30 still that's set for over a year with the oil pan ripped off of it because I aired it out and ran over a bunch of shit in the road.
Iron Duke is asking Corey, how did you know?
How did you know? Well, the
Dude,
thing is this.
You came on the show one time, Duke.
Yeah, do you know what? Iron Dookie, can I tell you something? I don't forget, okay? I know where Iron Dookie
He forgives.
I
don't forget.
I know where the Iron Dookie come from, and it's from one of the most powerful, best engines out of a Chevy S10 that is your name. That's why I call you the all-powerful, right? Is you are the strongest S10 four-banger that I've ever met in my entire life. But how do I know that? Listen, typical S10 Iron Dookie, I know what it sounds like. You know, barely running, baby, with 600,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. So, anyways, without further, I don't want to talk too much more because I feel
wanna-
like we burned through. Listen, now next
It became
podcast,
an episode.
next podcast, Paco.
Yeah.
I've already used my bidet joke.
Oh
Okay.
my God, you burned that one real quick.
We've already talked about a bunch of shit that we can't use next time. Well, maybe we can use it and just only the people know that. You know what I mean? Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro. Come on. Come on.
Damian Fountain says, all these cars just for Corey to qualify in 33rd.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what's so funny is I think about that, right? And it's like, dude, I qualified 33 so many times. But,
You're the king of
dude, the
Pro 3.
33, dude. I started Pro 3,
Yeah?
actually. I started Pro 3.
Yeah.
Dude, and even just talking about the evolution of drifting, that's when like 62 cars were qualifying. Isn't that insane?
It's insane.
That's like 60 cars were qualifying at that time. And it's like 33rd. Now I'm like, bro, put me out there now, brother. Come on, man. But I still love it. I love the 33rd. Joshua Osborne, Corey, who would win in a hot dog eating contest? You or Joey Chestnut?
Oof.
Dude.
It depends if it's eating him from the top or the back.
Yeah. Speaking of chestnuts, dude, I will show him how to eat a hot dog. That's easy money, bro. Listen, I can eat probably, if I'm gonna be real, I could probably eat 12 dogs, easy.
With bread? Would you soak him in water?
12 dogs with bread? I could probably do 12 dogs with bread. The thing is, bro, I have a texture problem, okay? So I can't eat the mushy bread. It's like I'm not a duck, right? It's like I just can't do the mushy bread, but
Are you sure you're not a duck?
dude, hold on. I was gonna sing a song. You know,
Okay.
Do you quack? Do you quack like a duck when you suck? You remember that? You know, that's my theme song right there. But 33rd on track and first in our hearts. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. It's like I talk about, like, once again, wrapping this up, we talk about 33rd and things like that. And I laugh about it, and I really love that I get known for that, because it's became this thing that's surrounded me for around that period. But it's like, I lived a part of my life where I remember sitting at the grid at Irwindale Speedway. I heard Jared announce my name, and I went out for qualifying. It's like, I can check off my bucket list. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with that. And there's a lot of things that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you do. It's just kind of how you continue from that, right? From FD and me getting in the car world, I've had so many fun things and opportunities that I was persistent with, that 33rd and maybe not being the best drifter in the world gave me the other opportunities that I have now that I'm so thankful for. So
That's good, dude. Like, I mean, you can always. I just remember like the last time I saw you like drifting hard was probably Grid Life, when you were doing a drift sandwich with Turk and Golden Boy. Brian. Golden Boy.
It was a Tanner Faust.
Tanner Faust, thank you.
Yep.
Dude, I'm getting old.
Oh,
sucks,
bro.
dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite moments. It was
Favorite
Atlanta.
photos,
It rode Atlanta, Grid Life. I was Osbo's up front. I'm in the middle, and Tanner Faust is in the back.
Faust.
Like, I'm in a Faust
It's a-
and Osbo sandwich.
It's a
running
yellow
Road
car
Atlanta.
sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, and to
dude,
me, it's like, bro, 33rd, dude. I'm in between these. Okay, hold on. There's about 6 FD champions between us. Guess how many I have? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's like, it's like, what I made a post about that. I'm like, in this picture, there's 6 FD championships and a guy that's qualified 33rd. It's like, you know what I mean? It's
That was
the
very
never ending meme. You know, it's it's cool. Imperium Motorsports. Holy shit, it's really happened, bro.
What?
We're here, dude. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, dude. FZ0700R. I changed my name. I used to be called Ben Tranter. Ben Tranter,
Tranter, Jesus
old,
Christ.
old dog.
What did
Listen,
she
Chad.
change his name to? What?
He says, but a lot has changed.
Hold on. What did he change his name to?
FZ0700R.
Why would you change it to such a crazy? I was gonna call that a dumb name, but I'm not gonna say there. Ben Tranters was an amazing name. Now you have like hieroglyphics as a name.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Who
What are
else
we
is-
gonna do with that? Hold on.
Open seat on 33 dogs, 33 beers, 33rd qualifier. Yep, that's him.
Hold on, Paco. I'm gonna let you read Josh Osborne's because I'm not gonna pronounce that name
Uh-oh.
and get it wrong. So
Go for it.
no, you're reading it.
Oh, Josh Osborne's the last one. Says my girlfriend Natasha.
Nastasia, there's an S.
Natasha.
Nastasia.
Oh, Nastasia.
Jesus.
He's
Paco.
He's asking about the Retox S13. Can you guys fill her in? There was an appearance of the Retox S13 car a few years ago. I want to say
Was
like
Jeff Stonebeck, right? Didn't he borrow it in Vegas or somebody?
Jeff Stoneback. I think it was somebody borrowed it. Yeah, and it was just like didn't even qualify or something. Car broke.
The Retax S13. Okay. The Retax S13 would be equivalent to. Man, I have so many.
It was a town bicycle.
It was, yeah. It would be equivalent to. God, I have so many bad things that I want to say with how the Retax could be. It's a oh my God, I just want to say so many bad things in such a nasty way that I'm not going to do it. Stand strong, Corey. Don't give in to the. Okay, the Retax is a vehicle. All right, let's Retax is a vehicle.
S13.
S13 was
Hatchback.
probably driven and farted in by every FD driver at one point in their life.
Like at least 33 drivers.
Ryan Turek was the original driver, which Retax was a fake backpack company out of Las Vegas.
They were like invisible backpacks.
Yeah, they
like
were
very-
invisible backpacks. And you would buy these invisible backpacks and they would show up, but you just wouldn't know they showed up because they were invisible. And every driver drove the piss out of that thing and farted in it and peed in it and
It was gross in there.
and gross. And it was like when you hopped in to the Retax S13, it was like, damn it, now my other friend is sleeping with my girlfriend. That's what it was. It was that one friend's girlfriend that it's like, oh, do you know what? Going to the next one. And I'm telling you, that car slept around.
Yeah, just passing it
Yep,
on.
that thing, if the Retox S13 had a genitalia, it was probably this long because everybody rode on that thing. I'm telling you right now.
You rode it?
I didn't. I sniffed it. I looked at it. I touched it up close. And it was probably, I would say it's one of the most legendary drift cars for that exact reason. There's probably not a driver that did not have one interaction or with not a seat. There's not one driver that didn't have an interaction or a drive in that car.
Somehow, yep.
And it was just, if it went to a doctor, if the Retox S13 went to a doctor, they would probably euthanize it and put it to sleep.
Do you know what season the Retax S13 first appeared in a round?
I want to say like 2012.
I want to say first appeared? Because it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
still
Who-
around
who
to
was
this day.
Actually, who was the first to
Turk.
even drive the car
I
in
think
competition?
Turk.
Was it Turk?
I think Turk did it. Yeah, because Turk was Retax for a while.
Yeah, I want to say 2012, 2013 ish.
Yep. No, before that, probably
around the time
I
that
want
you
to
were
say 2009 to 2010.
No, because it was the time about the time that you were
2009.
drifting.
Really?
Yeah, because before Turk was driving that was that the Sky, the Solstice?
It was a Solstice, yeah,
Yeah.
Pontiac.
And I think when you got in
2009.
2009, no way.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
I knew it was prior.
Okay, so even a lot older.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that car was there for a long time.
It's still around. It's still here. The thing is, guys, if you say Retax in the mirror 3 times, you might see it, or just get a load shot in the face.
In its original livery.
A backpack just
Yeah,
appears.
oh God! Yep. You're gonna look like Dora the Explorer looking in the mirror with the fucking backpack on.
back.
Just call me FZ. I don't care. FZ. Oh, FZ0700R. Got it. Just call me FZ. Got
XSB
it.
219 says Retox Eskimo Bros.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yep.
Like that's the thing is, I said if you said Retax in the mirror 3 times, you might catch a load to the face. You just gotta be real careful.
A load in your backpack.
Yeah, in your backpack. In your
Yeah, yeah.
imaginary backpack.
Building Dreams Garage. I hope you looked that up because I just said shit to say shit.
Building
See?
Dream Garage. Can I tell you something? Chat's always right, so just figure that out.
BDG man is like with a factual trolling.
Yep. Then he peopled the elbow. Yeah, that's the thing. Do you know what? Speaking of which, before I wrap up, can I tell you how much I love watching pro specs top 16 driver introductions?
What was that again? Sorry.
Do you know how much I love watching pro
dude, yeah.
specs? Did you watch it?
You told me about it. I haven't.
Can we watch that real quick, Brian? Can we do a test here? Can you pull up pro spec top 16 and see if we get the driver introductions? I
Yeah,
wanna see-
yeah. Give me a second here.
Yeah, let's just see if we're, dude. You want to talk about seeing a couple dudes uncomfortable standing in front of camera? I love it, dude, because it's like the camera comes on, they literally forget what to do with their hands, or they do so many different hand signals that I try to understand what these hand signals mean. Scroll up,
This is
Brian.
a prospect, the driver
Atlanta.
introduction. So
It was
that's,
also-
that's
it's just top 16 right
top
there.
16 for prospect.
For prospect. So type prospect. Let's see. So we're gonna test a new feature, right? Not really new feature. New feature, but
There is top 16. Yep, right there.
that one. All right, here. Oh my God, we don't have YouTube Premium. We're washed, bro.
How can you?
It's
dude,
like 10
People
bucks.
are not watching that.
Skip ad.
Skip that, Brian. Brian,
Skip ad,
Okay.
I'll just skip there. You
and
go.
then get the screen up and get some volume too. All right.
Let's go!
Oh, here's a fast forward a little bit. No, you could just use the keyboard. Use the keyboard to fast forward or whatever.
Oh, there's a driver's
There it is. All right.
A little forward.
Just go a little bit more.
Gentleman has been here. The time
Okay. Well, oh, he already did a couple. Back up.
They're ready to do.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, some of these-
Back round one started with 40 plus drivers, and now here we are with 16.
All right, let's see. So look at Paco. I want you to name some of these moves.
All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get it right.
All right.
All right.
Carbon fiber, fiberglass, and of course GT radios. Stop.
Should have been called Prolapse. Come on, dude. Here we go. Let's see.
Make some noise for Soli Racing.
He's
Connor
okay. So he does the
Ooh.
watch. Go back though. Go back a
Pause
little bit,
it real
Brian.
quick.
Go back. Go back. So look what he does. Okay, go back, Brian. Rewind. You could just press the back arrows on that. And, all right,
There
keep
you go.
going. Keep going. Nope. Keep going. Keep going. All right, right there. He's holding his balls. Number one.
Yeah, he's
He's
got 'em.
double cupping balls.
Yep.
Keep going. Press play, Brian.
Soli Racing.
Then he goes to a double eagle. Okay, double eagle with the wave to a jacking off a giant to double horns.
And that was an Ozzy Osbourne.
He went to the Osborne.
With the Aussie.
Okay, so this is how many hand signals can I get up?
It's not Connor O'Sully, it's Connor Osbourne.
Let's see here. Holding the penis again to the number 1 double wave with the smile. That was actually pretty well executed.
Like
he did a I'm number 1. He did a I'm number 1.
He
Pulled out the one. He pulled out the one.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what he does. He walks up, single. Oh, the polite wave. A smile to the double fist grab up front.
Hand on the back, and then like the little.
And the stone cold face. That's.
Legs crossed against the car.
Legs crossed. See, that's all in the detail. Now look at this. Moped, bumper, hands in pockets, a single horn with big gaps in his fingers. Strong horn right there. That's a strong horn from Austin Mata.
I mean, he's got the bumper right there. Like
strong fingers. Oh, here we go. Once again, holding the genitalia, fingers crossed. Okay, comes out. Let's see. Oh, bad angle. Bad angle. Double. Oh! He just shot everybody in the crowd. He just, hold on. Pause that. Hold on.
Let's go back.
Back up. He literally just gunned down everybody. All the photographers are dead. There was a bloodshed. Oh, Lord.
Wow. Dude, Bice track with a
just gunned everybody
guns
down.
Akimbo.
Hold on. Let's see.
This is Forsberg's
This is Forsberg.
Forsberg's dude.
Alex Jagger. Okay, single. Oh, caught it on the umbrella. And then he flipped the hat up.
Wow.
Hold on, Brian. Back it up. He hit the umbrella. He almost knocked out the umbrella chick. Hold on. Punch her. Oh, and he still waves, flips the hat twice, and then he gets mad. He's like, damn it, I missed the hat.
Dude, those moves are not allowed. Those
I got
are not
moves
regulation.
like Jagger.
Those are not regulation.
I got moves
man.
like Jagger.
Dude.
All right, Dustin Miles. Come
Dustin
on, dude.
Miles
You're
is
a
like-
veteran, Dustin.
He's a hand.
You're a Dustin. Okay, damn it, bad perspective. Clapping, double jack off, and the prayer hands. Yes.
And just became.
And prayed to Iron
Buddhist.
Dookie.
Right there. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Here's Farouk now. Come on, Farouk. Hit us with a good one. Standing strong.
Look at Farouk, man. I love it. It's
Farouk.
like, yeah, there you go.
Oh!
Party.
Dude, and a
Yeah.
shocker at the end. Hold on, dude.
Hell
He
yeah.
was grooving hard. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, casual wave, casual
there you go.
smile, double hand, single
oh,
hand. Ow, he's
gets
tangled
stuck.
up. He smiles with a single.
Stuck in the
There-
umbrella.
Can we break that down on everything that happened in that one shot? He went from a single wave to a double wave to a full anaconda around the flat around the umbrella. Panicked. Watch, see, wave. Anaconda freaked, panicked out,
no.
waved, and re-waved. Act like nothing. To be honest with
Wow.
you, you almost didn't notice that happen. To be honest with you, you brushed it right off.
Professionalism right here.
All right.
Let's see what Human was. Human
Come
has
on.
something on his
He
pocket.
has to. He has to. Come on, give us a shot of Human. Come on. Oh, wow, with the war cry.
He came up with a war cry.
He did a war cry of the Titans.
What did he say?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I thought he said like Hakuna Matata.
Oh, hold on, look at this.
Who's this?
Hold on. Nathan Chen. Oh! The crop duster out of nowhere.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God, with the woo.
He got points deductions.
Hold
Point
on,
deductions
stop.
for that.
Stop. Brian, stop. We got to end this segment.
Dude.
He hit him with a crop duster. Both umbrella. Look at the umbrella girl on the right. She's corner eyeing, like, am I going to get hit by this? The other chick turns into Mr. Freeze.
Wow.
She doesn't make it out alive.
Nate Chen, like he literally, like he actually took the guns out.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Oh man, I can't. Brian, we got to stop this segment. We can't finish this. I just can't.
Let's just go back to the regular schedule, dude.
This is
Unbelievable.
This is what's happening in Pro Spec, and I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could go back to Pro Spec.
So this is what we're gonna do, Corey. We're just
Yeah.
gonna like every new episode. We're gonna talk about pro. We're gonna talk to drivers, and for prospect, all we're gonna talk about is our intros.
Yeah,
That's-
I
that-
think the thing is the intro. If we and the why I think the intro is so important, right? I'm gonna say this right now. The reason why I think the intro is so important is that's the first time that the audience can kind of see you as a person, and the spotlight's all on you and nobody else.
That is your business card right there.
Yeah.
Your introduction is the way that you present yourself
Yeah.
to the audience, and this is me,
Yep.
and I have
And this is
all
who
of
I am.
these for you.
This is my energy, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you my energy, and you're gonna see who I am as a
Yeah.
human.
And you're gonna
You
give me
could-
some of
you
that energy
could-
back.
You know, you could double Richard Nixon
Like,
it.
yeah, like-
the double eagle. Everybody starts with the crotch pull right
Yeah.
off the rip, and then you could pull the one out.
Uh.
Or maybe if they did the crotch pull to a paper rock scissors shootout.
Corey, don't give him ideas, man. We don't want
No,
to get
no,
him
no.
disqualified for this.
You know, the one
I
thing
didn't see a single total howdy partner.
you didn't.
I didn't. I think like people know better.
Do you know what I didn't see that I'm really disappointed about? Is I didn't see any Gangnam Styles. I didn't see any of the ponies. I didn't see.
Yeah. Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
The one thing that I always wanted to do during a driver intro, and I don't want to, we're still getting fart gate post. The one thing that I want to do during a driver intro is I always wanted to have like a hot dog in my pocket, and I want to pull it out. I want to bite the tip off of it like a grenade and throw the
it?
other half into the crowd, and I take cover.
and take up,
And
dude,
and I put the umbrella girls with their umbrella as a shield to block me.
dude. So okay. So this is my plan. We're gonna get you back on Formula Drift.
Yeah.
You're gonna go through the entire, pro-am
Yep.
process.
I gotta go
and
through-
spend
yep.
a lot of money. You got a
Whoa,
lot of time.
yeah.
You're gonna win. Then we're gonna get you back into Formula Drift.
Just once. I
Just
gotta do
one, just so you can do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do one bite off a glizzy.
Yeah.
Look at where I'm gonna find an innocent person. I'm gonna say like somebody that doesn't
Someone gets
expect it.
distracted.
Yeah, so as they're not paying attention, I grenade them with the glizzy. I take cover. I say, "Ladies, get down. We're gonna blow up with glizzy juice."
Hit the floor.
And they shield me with their umbrellas. So,
Wow.
if you guys ask me what a perfect,
Alright.
that's one of the perfect ones. But anyways, that chat when I watch top 16 intros, that's what I do by myself.
Wow.
Do you have a name for that?
And,
Glizzy in the hole?
actually, do you know what? For that my intro.
Yeah.
I just call it the world's greatest intro. It's just pretty basic. Me and Pop. Wait, God, I can't believe we're still talking. Why are we still
Yeah.
talking?
We should, dude.
We should find our old Instagram segment.
We have
of
6
where-
people watching right now. They need to go to bed.
We have 5,000.
Oh, 5,000.
Yep.
Sorry. I
Hold
thought it
on.
was
Let's
5.
see. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna send this to Brian if I can, or I'll post it in Maximum Driftcast real quick. The chat, because we did a video of that one time and I loved it, and we never done it again, and I would love to bring it back. Hold on a second.
You can just play it on the screen if you have it on your phone.
Right here, right? No, I'll just share this with Brian. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on, Brian. I'm gonna put this in chat. Let me copy link. Here, I'll post this in chat. Top 33 intro. If my top 33 intro is actually way better than that, Damien, what I usually do is I sit back in my pit and drink a beer and hang out. So I save it for only top 32. Here you go. Turn the volume up, Brian. Oh shit! Hold on. Pause. Yeah, let's see if we get the volume turned down on that just a little bit. All right, try it again. Is there a way we control the volume on that?
Yeah, just on the console. No, sorry, on the desktop audio, drop it down.
More,
There you go.
like more, like right there. There you go. Okay,
All right, let's go
Now
back to the.
let's play that.
I don't
My
know.
eardrums
Okay, 1
exploded.
second. Should we let it loop since I already played a little
No,
bit?
that's fine.
yes.
Just click it.
Yeah, just
Okay, we're gonna switch it over then. Or let me
Alright.
let me get the screen set up.
all right. Here we go. It's
all
sideways.
sideways,
Yeah, it's
but-
perfect. But here we go.
Just click on it.
And welcome back to the 2019 Driver Intro Olympics. My name is Lenny Ganaglas.
And I'm Raul Thompson.
First of all, we got to thank our sponsors, Real Green, as they're the ones that keep the show flowing.
That's right.
They're both
Anyways,
bald at the
big
time.
contenders today. Our first analyst that we're going to be looking at
What a throwback.
is Odie Bakchis.
Bakchis, that's right. I haven't
All
seen
right.
him this strong since the incident in 1976.
All right, let's cut the Tom on the ground. Let's see Odie. All right, so here we go. We have
2019.
Odie, both hands in his pockets. Looks
I
left,
missed the fucking live
looks clear. Okay, he looks very confident right here in his pose.
He knows what he's got.
Okay, so here goes 1 step, 2 step with a subtle turn. Look, hands out of pockets with a
One,
double
two.
wave.
That was a left-right. Classical
Left, right,
left-right.
and then he's picking up speed, double pump, double finger shot. and walks back.
That's right.
Wow,
Everybody's
let's look at
necks
that for a
right now
second.
is all messed
He
up.
did a right hand,
Yep.
left hand,
Both.
both, and shot a single.
Yeah, and then just to close it, very strong, double fingers
finger
into the
point.
camera.
Great
Yep.
job, Odie. That was a wonderful, wonderful job. All right.
These were
let's go to our
professionals
next
back
competitor.
then.
Let's go over to Ryan Turk.
Not the amateur
All right,
show we
Tom's
just
on
saw
the
from
ground, right in front
Prospect.
of Ryan Turk. You're going to be standing there, post double fingers right out the gate. This is incredible. Do a
Sure.
thumbs up. We haven't seen that in a long
Strong.
time.
And
Oh, whoa! Did you see that?
power move
Did
right
you
there.
catch that?
Power move. It's a total howdy partner. He looks
Grab
like
the
There's a
hat,
howdy partner.
then release,
TPH.
went back to a double
he knows
wave.
he doesn't want to mess his hair.
Wow. That was another phenomenal move. 'Cause usually when they go for the hat, you expect a release, but it was a hat
Look at that
tilt,
young gun.
double wave,
What's up, Jeff?
double thumbs. Wow.
Look at Turk's picture.
Yeah.
God,
I
we,
don't think
we,
should
we
go watch the
produced
next
this, didn't we?
All right,
Oh,
let's go
yeah.
and watch the next clip. We have one more competitor. And our last and final competitor, the one
Oh,
we've
who's
all
this?
been waiting for.
Pat Gooden.
Pat
Yeah.
Gooden.
That's right. Look at him. He's got the hair. He's got. Oh, he's already playing with his hands.
Double
Look at
fingers. He's holding double fingers up to scratch the face.
that. Sweeping the.
Wipe the sweat off. Back to the
That's
double
right.
hands. He's fiddling. How long does he hold it for?
Oh!
And then releases to a wave with a quick turnaround. Look at the
I love
smile,
this so much.
And then releases
it's
the
so
wave.
good.
This is my
And the
fa-
way
all
he
right.
turned
Look at
around
him.
showing all that hair. I mean, that's, you know, you
Wait,
can
wait.
tell that he knows
There's
what
one
he's
more.
got.
Is there?
Absolutely. He definitely knows
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Hold
and
on.
then the constant movement of his hands together to keep them
Look at
warm
Pat, dude.
for that release.
I'm gonna see Pat
Because
tomorrow,
if you don't
actually.
move your
Nice,
hands,
dude.
the
Give him a
release
hug
tends
from
to
me.
be
Yeah, I
slow.
see Pat tomorrow. I go
He
to
kept
Ellis, Texas.
cycling them through for a quicker release.
Yeah, that's right.
Incredible.
He's a professional when it comes
Incredible.
to the introduction.
Bro, what? We have one more competitor?
Oh, that's right.
All right, let's cut to the ground.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Forsberg.
Chris Forsberg. Look at Chris Forsberg. Double hands behind the back, holding, clenching, release. The double Richard Nixon.
Double Richard Nixon
To a
hats
hat
off.
wave.
Wow,
Oh my
epic.
God. This was a last-minute competitor.
Look at the
that
slow
came in
mo of it,
with some
bro.
guns
Paco, we
blazing.
put some energy
This
into
is why
this,
we're here.
dude.
This is why we're here.
This is historic. This is a very historic moment.
Lenny, I'm speechless.
Do you know what I would do?
That move was reserved only for
All right, Brian,
championship
we-
contenders.
Hands
What is-
behind the back.
Do you know what
Shout
I
out
want
to
to do?
Double
Think about
Nixon.
this.
Richard
Do you know what I
Nixon,
want to
which
do?
we know.
What?
If I do a top 16 driver intro, I'm gonna shave my head bald, right? Okay. I'm gonna shave my head bald, and I'm gonna have a hat on with the wig underneath it. And as I take off my hat to wave, the wig comes with it, and people see my bald head.
Dude.
Like, and then I can act embarrassed, like, "Oh my god, my wig came off." But can you imagine, like, me lifting my hat out and waving, and the wig goes with it? I'm just like, "Oh my god, my wig!
My hair. He came
Where's
up
my
with
hair?" And then like, "Oh my god, you guys found out how to wig."
Dude.
That's what I would do.
But you just spoiled it.
You know, it's just the idea. It's just
Okay,
an
just
idea.
showing ideas.
Yep.
Wow,
Well,
Corey, this
that's
was
it.
fun, man.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Gat pudding. That's right, Damien Fountain. That was Gat pudding.
Yeah, that was it. Guys, did you guys get the link to you won't do that. Listen, Jeff, if I do make a top 16, I will shave my hairline starts right here. Now.
It's already
It's already
not a lot
gone.
of
I'm just gonna
shaving.
finish it off
Yeah.
and then wear a wig. I just think it would be better if I take it off. Or what I would do is I'd wear like those spy glasses with the mustache, the nose,
Yeah.
and I would have Jared be like, "Whoa, who's driving Corey's car?" And I'd pretend like I'm sneaking around it, looking at it, and then afterwards I turn around, I pull it off, and then I give a double Richard.
You would go
And
for
then
the
people are like,
double
"Oh my
Richard?
god, that's actually Corey!"
Dude, that-
Yeah,
You
so
should do
that's
that.
just another idea I had sitting
Yeah.
around for a while.
Corey,
Yeah,
before we go, because I mean we have to go at some point.
yeah.
There's still a Patreon, and we still have Patreons
Yeah.
in the Patreon. So I just want to let you guys know, if you are a Patreon and you're still there, we love you. Don't go away. But you know, obviously, we're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna charge Patreons for this. This was just a hangout. We're just shooting the shit.
Yep.
But if you want to be a Patreon, our Patreon is still up. Patreon.com/Maximum Driftcast. We'll make sure to put links and all that. If you guys want to join, we'll be we're gonna have a very special surprise for the next episode. Should we tell them?
Do we have a surprise? What? I don't even know it.
You don't know, Corey. We're gonna have a special line for Patreons to give us a call, and they can ask, like, direct questions. They can hear themselves on the show, and we can, you know, they just want to call and say like, "Oh, hi, you guys suck," and we're like, "Oh, awesome, thanks for calling. Next caller."
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get a 1-800 line.
We're gonna
Guys, we're
1-800
getting
line.
a 1-800 line, and I'm so excited about it because we're gonna take your calls.
and we're not gonna give the number to anybody except for
Patreons.
Patreons. And then the Patreons are gonna leak the number,
Yep.
And then we're gonna start getting phone calls even from non-patrons, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fun. But yeah, we're gonna have people allow you guys to call in. We might be able to like get you guys to talk to your favorite drivers as well, even if it's for a little bit. So like next time we have Freddie Cosmo on the show, you can walk in and like, oh, what's up, Freddie? You suck. And Freddie's gonna be, oh, okay, thank you. Next caller.
Yep.
And you know, it'll be good. But if you're a patron right now, we really appreciate that you never left.
Paco.
They probably don't even know they've been charged air all this time.
Please
without
give the
us
bass flute a
knowing.
kiss before we go. Well, since this is
Oh, there comes the bass flute.
there you go. Listen, this is something that just means so much. It's just a hammer.
It's a hammer.
It's a hammer. This is something that has been handed down from generation to generation. It's a special leprechaun flute. It's something that means all you guys at Driftcast know that the bass flute is the end all be all. The hammer. I would play it right now, but
it's not. It hasn't been tuned.
It's we still got to take it to the
It's out of
professional
tune. Don't do it right
to,
now.
To get it tuned up. But the bass flute is once again hasn't gone anywhere. But guys, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all. Honestly, the more feedback you guys give us, either through Instagram, DM us, or post it in the Facebook group. I put the link there. Jeff, listen, you want to talk about Red Dead? I'm probably going to go home and play it tonight. So, all right, let's be real, Jeff. Yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Please give us feedback, audio. Make sure everything sound good, cutting out, video quality, production, all that stuff. Please let us know.
Be harsh. You know, just let us know how much we sucked.
Yep.
So
We can not suck as bad next time.
Next
Yep.
time. But with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in, man. Brian,
They want the exit song, Brian. So play the song as we exit out. As soon as the song ends,
let's play the song. Let's give it a
we'll
little.
say bye.
You are now entering Maximum
Exiting.
Driftcast, the only drifting podcast hosted by a Spanish soccer mom, a 30-year-old silver-haired fox going on 60, and finally, a 200-pound bowl of spaghetti with chimichanga arms.
The champions,